How is the bird doing that?
My first time streaming in months, and this is how it's going. Oh, you landed on your feet though.
It's where we just find a dead body. Oh! Ah! Craig! Craig, how dare you! Didn't think you'd have it in you! I got really scared! Oh, a bison. Do you think maybe it might drop some leather? Should we try? Oh, it's gonna hurt me. Oh! Yep, I thought so. Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay, 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 okay! That was so dumb. Oh no, my stuff. Wait, I think I have a spare sword. Let's...
One.
Not this one?
Although that one is kind of cool.
Oh, when I said explode, I thought you literally meant this one, so... Which one are you talking about? Wait, what does it say?
The
Autistic and ready to fuck. Oh, ah! Fuck my life! Why would you do that to me? Turret! Let me out! No, you bitches! What the fuck?
How is the bird doing that?
My first time streaming in months, and this is how it's going. Oh, you landed on your feet though.
We actually had that. We were in a John Lewis in Westfield in London, and we went into the ladies' bathroom, and like some women had just like shat all over the floor.
Oh no.
Everywhere.
There was a trail.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I felt bad because like I think she may have been in the stall next to me, and I was like, I have nothing to help her right now. So I went out, found an employee and was like, hey, I think someone's had an accident. And I just felt so bad. I was like, they're having a shitty day, you could say.
Yeah.
One way of putting it.
That's not fun for anyone. I hope they're okay.
Yeah, I hope they're okay. I hope they have since cleaned up their act. Okay, I'll stop now.
Fuck!
Dude, I don't even want to think about that.
Is still half marks. I still class us as a victory.
Yep. Oh.
I tried. I just wanted to get the bodies out. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to save money.
You were really
Hi, Bunny!
with
Half
weren't you?
Marks. I will take it.
No, the chorus of shouts going off.
There was so many people being like, uh-oh. I wish I'd brought more stuff. Oh no. Yep, that's me gone. Hi chat, I'm dead. Not the last thing I hear being, shit.
We're free now, but...
You know, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I just died.
No problem.
Yeah. Oh no, I got stuck. Oh shit.
puppet.
Hello.
The fuck are you
Okay.
doing? Puppet.
Yeah, Puppet, we both saw you leave the crime scene.
Someone was gonna save oxygen and I just... Puppet. What the fuck?
Yeah, Puppet, you left the oxygen area.
Oh.
We both saw you.
Now, it should be illegal to put blank in a buffet.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be gross.
Oh god.
Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip.
What kind of buffets are you guys going to? Can I come?
Nom 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 nom.
Okay, what's next? The main attraction of the worst opening ceremony in Olympics history.
Oh my
Time to
gosh!
pick the one you like
Oh
best.
god. Yes, please.
I'm sorry, Swifties.
I'm not trying with the flying things.
Hey, this is the chance. This is our chance. They're all fighting each other. The Nighthawks are fighting the dog. Just stay away from the fucking Nighthawks. If they're in gangs, they're gonna gang up on you. So run. Just fucking run.
Watch Hiko die after giving all this advice.
Yeah. Yeah. Howdy.
Fucking called it! Hiko, just before you died,
Dog.
just before you died, I said,
Yeah.
watch Hiko.
Smooth getaway.
Oh, why did I do that?
Oh my
Everybody
god.
shut up!
Oh, oh. Play it slow, I'll take it. Oh, that is getting clipped.
It is, it is. Oh gosh. What
Oh.
was that? Oh.
We were in a reactor. We were in a reactor, and I was doing my task counting the numbers from 1 to 10. Right next to me, there's a dead body, and there's Mia and Hannah, stacked on top of each other.
Oh.
However,
They're
right as I
laughing a
was,
lot.
right as I was exiting my task, I'm seeing somebody pink going from right to left, right over yellow.
Ah.
I think I was about to get murdered.
There is a musket?
Like America.
Well, I wouldn't say everyone on the patrol uses a musket. I just happen to have formed a platoon made up mostly of musketeers.
Nice.
Whoa, Chiori, Paimon didn't know you went so far back with such a cool person! It's nothing. In my line of work, it's not uncommon to run into some trouble every now and then. And she's helped me get out of a few sticky situations. In return,
Jesus
I've helped her
Christ.
take care of some things that you could
Somebody
say aren't
clip that.
exactly in
Take a
Oh
breath,
my
Max.
god.
Go through all this data and you can find out where Nathan took Kate after the
I
party.
don't want to do the investigation. And also hilarious how my tracking follows me all the way down. I didn't know it does that. Oh, that's clippable. I'm gonna clip that. Spreadsheet simulator. Oh, don't get me started. Keep the shears nearby the sheep because I hate going back and forth. Oh, turtles, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm even more sorry. They're gonna attack me? No, I was just trying to get the boat, okay? That was insane. Oh, that fish just ate the boat, okay. Oh, excuse me, my butt gets very dead. To go off and date her, guess you didn't cheat, but you're still a traitor. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday morning. How are you all doing? Tell me all about it. I hope you've got yourself a nice drink and a nice snack for our playthrough of Vampire Therapist today. We're going to be continuing on with the game. So far, we've done, I think, 3 sessions with our clients, and we've been slowly learning more about the character we play, Sam, the cowboy. I found it really fascinating so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. And I don't know how close we are to the end of the game, but there are actually extra chapters and DLC that we could explore in the future. But yeah, I hope you are all having a wonderful morning so far, and we're going to get straight into it. Oh, and also, apologies for not streaming yesterday. I wasn't really feeling up to it, but we're going to continue on streams as usual, and I might stream on Friday to make up for the missed stream yesterday. Alright. Gotta capture the game, that helps. There we go. Let's check the outputs. Yep, all coming through. Cool. Let's continue on. Any day now.
Honestly, yeah. I think Dr. Drain's starting to accept himself. That's what this is all about, ain't it?
Indeed, Samuel. There will always be room for self-improvement, of course. None of us are perfect, and none of us are irredeemable.
I reckon so. Whoever shows up tonight, I'll give him that same benefit of the doubt.
You are a wonder, my dear. What distortions do you think you'll focus on tonight?
Okay. He does always write catastrophizing fairness fallacy. Blaming as well.
I think these are the ones that are likely to come up.
Let's see. Let's see.
They all do, one way or another. We are wildly irrational beings, my friend. But I will leave you to Dr. Drain.
All right, I think I'm ready. Here it comes. Hello, darling. Miss me?
Oh, it's this guy again. Okay.
Oh, boy. Look, are we gonna have a civilized meeting this time, or are you gonna break them fangs out? I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. And you know what? You're going to love it, American. So lay your cares and your underpants at the door, because Lord Luridus is here to take you away. I guess Dr. Drain's back on the stuff again. Why don't you ask the little worm yourself? Oh, Doctor! Your master summons you. Hello, Sam. Doc, what's going on here? Why is Lord Luridus calling himself your master?
Wait, he shifted really fast.
Because that's what he is. You
Nice.
helped me accept that, curse you. Whoa there, compadre. How did I help you accept Lord Luridus as your master? That weren't ever a thing I encouraged. You were correct. I was approaching my issue unscientifically. I thought I could restrain him forever, but I was suppressing my vampiric needs. I had to accept the scientific truth. I am not nature's master. Nature is the master of all. To fight that reality is folly.
Is this? No.
It is sad to see this hopeless, dire stance Dr. Drain has taken. We are rarely so helpless.
I had to accept. Now hold on there, cowpoke. That's some extreme thinking there. I'm no scientist, but ain't finding nature as natural as nature itself? You're just babbling now. I ain't. Isn't fighting nature where we all come from? Why we walked out of the sea in the first place, why anything lives. Evolution is the inevitable result of a species' fight for survival. Those best adapted to their environments thrive, and those who do not, die. It is not done with intent. Yeah, but them species are fighting nature, ain't they? And the fighting's what makes them what they are. A simplistic interpretation, though I suppose not inaccurate, but still. I realized that I was suppressing a great part of myself. I did as you instructed, you know. I drank blood. Real blood. And it was incredible. I had forgotten how it was not just the taste that made one feel satisfied. It's the feeling of life that it infuses in the body. I felt strong, confident, above the petty worries and squabbles that come with mortality. I felt like a vampire, like the base creature that I truly am. What choice had I but to welcome the truth? I am a slave to my nature. So you see, I am his master. I always have been, and I always will be. Just as I told you, therapist.
Okay. Interesting.
The same dark master lies within you. You know this, don't you? I can see him behind your eyes.
It's interesting, like, how he went from being one or the other before to now being just solidly able to switch in between whenever he wants. Which, I would actually call that kind of progress. I don't know, it's almost like he is collaborating now with his other self.
Oh yes, you cannot hide him from me. You cannot hide the blood, the screaming, the power you felt when you stripped the life and dignity from those pathetic mortals. I know your thoughts, my leather-bound friend. I know what you crave. Lie back, and I will give it to you. You poor, pathetic creature. You cannot even accept my gifts, can you? You wear the American flag as your chastity cage. You know, I think I'll pick up one of those at the sex shop on the way home. I wouldn't want the dear doctor using my beloved equipment. You really think you can dominate him completely? That's a control fallacy, amigo. Dr. Drain tried to shut you out and couldn't. You can't shut him out either.
Oh! Okay. This is... Okay. I wondered about this from the very beginning when we were able to choose our own, what are they called? Delusions or something. Yeah, these buttons we've got at the bottom that lets, like, pick, what our client is feeling. Now, this is probably one that I've missed because I don't have control fallacy selected as one of my buttons. And Sam has just brought it up on his own. So, there are actually no consequences for picking the wrong buttons in the first place. Good to know, because I didn't know that before.
I don't need to shut him out any longer, naive fool. He has accepted that I am his true nature, and that I will always know what is best for him. Well, that's another distortion, Lourdes.
Distortion. I called them delusions.
Oh, shit. You got a one-track mind and it's headed right for a stick in the heart. So let me get this straight. My mind is a train, yes? And it will receive a stake in its heart? Oh, now you're just being nitpicky with my words. You know what I'm saying. You can't think of anything but blood and sex. You don't know what's best for Dr. Drain. And I suppose you know what's best for him, American. I suppose it's faith in the good Lord Jesus Christ and the cold caress
Welcome
of a
back,
gun.
Cody. How you doing? We're doing some Vampire Therapist, where we play this fellow right here, Sam the Cowboy Therapist Vampire. It's a big title, isn't it? And we help out our clients, and this is one of them. You bought Subway? Oh, what did you get? What did you get? What fillings? What toppings? Tell me everything. My personal favorite is a meatball marinara on hearty Italian with cheese and olives. Tell me you got a cookie. I love a good Subway.
I know enough to know I don't have all the answers.
It's a new one, like mustard and deli toasted. Ooh, yummy. Sounds good.
Oh, bravo! Thank you for enlightening me. What an inspiring genius you are.
Pepperoni cheese footlong wrap snack. Ooh, hash browns. Oh my gosh, that is a meal. Sounds good. I'm kind of jealous.
Look, put Dr. Drain back on. I want to get his take on all this. But of course, talk to him all you like. He's a good boy now and knows what's best for him. Doc, what's going on here? This ain't you. You're maybe the most motivated fella I ever met. Lord Luridus ain't who you are.
Subway is kind of hit and miss. It's low-key, really bland at times. Yeah, I get what you mean. Sometimes it can be. But I think sometimes there's comfort in knowing exactly what you're gonna get. But yeah, there is sometimes when I'm like, I could have made this at home with more flavor. It is just, it's so satisfying to just have someone else make it for you.
Don't you see, Sam? He is who I am. When I drank that real blood again, I knew it. I felt him. Every time I indulge, he will take over.
It's interesting how this has turned into like a complete split personality type thing. Catastrophizing.
Doc,
there we
we're
go.
going to the most extreme consequences here. Thinking the worst is gonna happen every time you drink blood ain't too scientific.
You can focus on cleaning while your food is on the way. 100%. Or in my case, which is like yesterday when we got Subway. We got a Subway and we watched Hamilton. It was great. I loved it.
Maybe you ain't got your intake right yet. Or maybe getting a bit more satisfaction will make Luridus less
Thank you.
desperate. Him showing up doesn't need to be the end, partner.
Still waiting for my maid bed.
I suppose my horror at his presence is tainting my interpretation of the data. I shall endeavor to be a little more clear-headed. It's just... I wish that Lord Luridus were not a natural outcome of my vampiric needs. It isn't fair. I have worked so hard to overcome our curse. Don't I deserve a better nature?
This is blaming, I believe. No, it's not.
Alas, the universe does not dole out rewards and punishments commensurate with our deeds. It is a distortion to assume...
Okay, this is fairness fallacy then.
It is Doc, I think you're an incredible fella. You're doing things with science that might change
That's
the
the
world.
other part of this game.
Do
You
deserve
have
better?
to decide
Yeah,
what
I think you do.
your client is feeling and point it out to them. Sometimes that's a little bit difficult to like tell, but that's the other thing I have to do. I know what you mean. Sam's quite hot. There's like there's times in the game where like other characters will hit on you. I'm like, valid, absolutely valid.
But the idea that fair rewards and punishments are gonna come to those who deserve them, well, you know that ain't true. You're always gonna be disappointed if you're thinking that way. The universe ain't gonna banish Lord Luridus, much as you'd like it to. I am well aware, and I am embarrassed to even wish such a thing in my dead heart. It is such a self-pitying thought, but no one cares for my self-pity, least of all Lord Luridus.
It is a shame you don't get to choose your starter. Fate decided for you.
I care, Doc. I just want to help you get to a place where you're feeling more empowered than to wait for fate to give out some rewards.
Can I quit and rejoin? I actually don't know that much about how that works.
Don't worry, Sam. The shame of being so unscientific is enough to keep me more honest. There is no need to dwell on this topic. Dang, that fella looks pretty down. What can I do?
Cowboy wisdom! Let's do it, let's do it. I actually love how many times we use like cowboy powers. There's been times where a character is like really riled up and we're like, whoa there. whoa there. Like, we're talking to a horse. It's really funny. Yeah, you could. Oh, I was trying to figure out what the heck is going on in chat. Yeah, it's a really simple extension to add to your chat if you wanted to. Okay, let's use our cowboy wisdom.
Partner, I gotta pass on a little cowboy wisdom here, and that is, a horse is a horse. Of course, of course.
Not our finest moment.
Good God, I think my brain just succumbed to age and rotted out of my head. If that is cowboy wisdom, I shudder to imagine what cowboy ignorance is.
Damn, Sam just got dragged for that.
I'm serious. Tell me, Doc, what is a horse? Equus ferus cabalus, an ungulate of the family Equidae. Herbivorous perissodactyls, they... No, I didn't say classify a horse. I asked what is a horse. What do you mean, what is a horse? I'm asking just that. Don't describe it, just tell me, what's a horse? What the hell are you saying? A horse is a horse. Of course. I'm sorry, when is the sunrise today? I think I should like to meet it.
Oh, that's so funny. Have a good luck, Cody.
And what are you, Dr. Drain? I'm a vampire. And a vampire is a vampire. Of course. So what would you tell a friend who's feeling bad about being a vampire?
Too fucking bad? You're a vampire?
I would tell them that it is ridiculous to feel bad about what they are. Well, let's soften that up a little. I would tell them there is no reason to feel bad about what they are. So why don't you tell yourself that? You all right there, partner? Just give me a moment. Dr. Drain, there is no reason to feel bad about what you are. Yeehaw! Now that's what I'm talking about.
He said yeehaw! Yes!
Please tell me you did not just yeehaw during my breakthrough.
Yes, I did, partner, and I'll do it again. Yeehaw!
I couldn't help it. I'm proud of you, buckaroo.
I love this. This makes me think of like this one time I went to an American themed restaurant, and it wasn't just American themed. It wasn't modern America. It was like Wild Wild West America themed. Like all of the bar stalls were saddles. Like you had to sit in a saddle if you wanted to sit at the bar. And they had like taxidermies everywhere. They had like cow print on every seat. They had big chandeliers. They had branding irons. They had like a little prison, like a old style jail and stuff. It was crazy. I loved it there. And when I went, I dressed up all cowboy like too, bandana and all. It was a really nice day out. I love a themed restaurant. Have you guys ever been to themed restaurants? Tell me about it.
Oh, yes. Dr. Drain should be very proud of who he is. You forget, my little gun fetishist friend. I am Dr. Drain. I am the truest part of him. And you have no idea what depravities I've been up to. What uncharted places I have explored with my tongue alone.
Okay, I don't know, but I'd like to find out. Would you like to show me?
And it's all Dr. Drain's fault. He made me feral.
Blaming.
All right, Dr. Drain, I know you're in there. We gotta admit something. You're giving a little too much blame to Lord Luridus here. You can control this guy, but because you're blaming him, you're giving him a pass to be depraved. That's not why he gives me a pass, darling. It's because he loves depravity. The murderous little pervert can't wait for me to take over. I should be so proud of how filthy he is. You know why he loves it when I take over? Because it feels good. He knows that because he feels that delicious blood euphoria. It is because that is what he is meant to feel. No, you unfuckable wretch. Dr. Drain should not be proud of me.
How very dare you? I am very fuckable. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm sick. I'm twisted. I am a filthy motherfucker. Or I would be, if she weren't long dead. Actually, I wonder where old Mum is buried.
Ah.
You know, he thinks his mother died of old age. But you know what I think? I think she died of shame. Because she knew I was her real son all along. Oh, admit it. You know what Dr. Drain is. No matter how great a scientist he may be, Dr. Drain is a creature of pure shame. That is the essence of his being. That is what makes me so strong. Why, I believe you've inspired something in me. I can add a new sentiment to my feelings about your little doctor. Pity. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Such a shame. Now why must you deny the poor little worm? If he loves science as much as he pretends to, he knows that I am inevitable. He should give in to me.
No.
It ain't up to you to decide what Dr. Drain should or shouldn't do. All them shoulds were the thing that made him lock you up in the first place. They're what made him afraid and ashamed, because he was always thinking about what he should be or do. Of course, they were his own creation, but he cannot help it. He knows in his heart that he should... Lord Luridus, did I give you permission to speak, my little worm? I don't need permission. I just wanted to tell you something. Oh, he wants to tell me something. Well, go ahead, darling. Tell me something. I shall remember it when I'm shagging a football fanatic in a dumpster. I accept you. What do you mean you accept me? You cannot accept me. I am your nightmare made flesh. I am the reflection in the mirror you cannot see.
Oh.
Nevertheless, I accept you. I accept your bloodlust. I accept your violence. You accept my cock.
This game is humorous sometimes.
Yes, I accept even that. I will not deny you any longer. But as you are me, I am you. I take responsibility for all your actions. I shall feed you and nourish you, and you shall live by the Hippocratic oath I have sworn. Dare you to try, you sniveling... No, I do not need to try. You and I are one. I know you. I accept you. And I love you all the same. Curse you. Curse you both. You sicken me. You do not sicken me. I accept you. No. I accept you. No!
Damn. What happened?
Dr. Drain? Are you all right? Yes, Sam. I am fine. You look fine. I feel fine. It is a very new feeling. I'm not sure I know what to do with it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but do you want to go down and dance in the club? Dance? Dance? Would I like to dance?
Yeah. Wait. That's the first time Sam's ever been like, let's go dance! Like, Sam's against dancing for some reason. I'm so sad my food came with tomato, cucumber, and bacon. No! No! I hate tomatoes. They're the worst texture. I just can't.
Yes. Yes, I would like to dance. Let us dance.
Are we actually gonna dance?
I was hoping you wouldn't say yes, but let's go, partner.
We're gonna dance! Oh my gosh, this is a breakthrough. Sam's like never wanted to dance.
Come on, Sam. Let us cut rugs.
Are we dancing?
I ain't much of a dancer.
No, make him dance, make him dance.
Neither am I, but dancing is what I feel like doing.
Oh, we gotta snooze those ads. We have to see this.
I guess we're dancing then.
Now what the hell am I looking at? Bert, you be nice. I guess that explains why Sam doesn't dance.
Crimson, most dear, have you seen Samuel? I usually check in with him after a session, but he has disappeared.
Check it out, Sugar Blood.
What is he doing?
I think he's goth square dancing.
So he is.
We don't get to see it, but he's dancing and I'm so proud. Sam has grown up.
We should not laugh.
Now circle right and do-si-do.
But then again, that is a should statement.
Ah! I'm so proud. Like, one of the themes going through this game is how Sam is like so against dancing, and now he's dancing.
The master therapist once again enters his domain. Good evening, Sam.
We did it. I was so proud. Okay, back to locking in because we're gonna have another client show up.
Oh, come on, Andy. I'm just the right cowpoke in the right place at the right time.
A cowpoke who has a habit of disqualifying the positive.
Ha!
It is ungracious to deny a compliment, my dear. You are an excellent therapist and an inspiring dancer.
All right. That's enough of that.
You are seeing Senora Deste tonight, yes? How do you feel about her progress?
I don't know. That lady can really hold some grudges. I think she's starting to think about herself a little more, though.
An ancient grudge is a difficult thing to forget. It can become a part of one's very identity. Vlad Tepes only became Dracula because he was obsessed with the Turks, remember?
Yeah, I don't think the Senora's that far gone.
Do you feel you are prepared for whatever distortions she might bring today?
Well, let me think about that.
Okay. She does a lot of Nosferatu thinking. Blaming. Should. And personalization?
All right, filled my chamber. I'm ready to go.
I don't remember people being like this about crossbows.
Well, you can take the cowboy out of the West, but you can't take the West out of the cowboy.
So it would seem. Well, good luck tonight, Samuel. I will leave you to it.
Let's go. This has got to be one of our most difficult clients.
All right, deep breath, Sammy boy. Here she comes. Bonanati, Senora.
Isn't it Buena Noche? Wait, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna grab my blanket. It's a little bit cold. I don't know what it's like where you guys are, but over here it's been rainy and cloudy, and the sun has gone, and it's so depressing. Okay, I got a blanket now. I'm nice and cozy. Let's continue.
What?
What?
It's Italian. I thought I'd learn how to say hello to you properly. Bonanati.
No, I cannot repeat it. I appreciate your attempt to speak in my language, but please do not attempt to do so again. Good evening. We'll do fine.
Good evening, Senora.
I apologize. I am feeling delicate tonight.
Same.
What's going on, Senora?
The realization that I am merely a repulsive, angry old woman becomes disappointingly clear. It weighs upon me in more than one way.
This can't be coming from nowhere, Senora. What's the deal? Last time we were talking, you seemed to be feeling pretty good.
You want to know why I am disgusted with myself? Here, look.
Whoa, hello there.
Wow. Okay. Last session, we told her to pick up art again because she's an artist. And she said, I haven't drawn in centuries. And we also unveiled that she likes centaurs. For some reason, I don't know. So she's drawn a centaur. I think it looks really... Is it supposed to be Sam? It kind of looks like Sam. Actually, it looks a lot like Sam. I think it might be Sam. It looks great. I actually really like it. And it shows a lot of talent. Like, she said that she hasn't, like, drawn in centuries, but I mean, I can't draw a person and a horse together. I can draw them separately, But drawing them together? That's so hard. Like, there's two of the most hard things to draw is like people, anatomy correctly, and horses. Horses are really hard to draw. But yeah, she's done a really good job, and I'm proud of her for trying.
I know. It is terrible.
No, it's not!
I wouldn't say that at all, Senora. In fact, I think it's beautiful. I can tell you put a lot of love into this thing.
It is an entirely juvenile effort. There is nothing redeemable about this rubbish.
I think you're being a little harsh there, Senora. I ain't capable of drawing anything half that good. It's clear to me you got some sense of what you're doing. I think you're focusing on your weak spots when there's a lot of good here.
Per favore, look at his abdomen. What is that? It looks like an insect's thorax.
Well, you might have been a little indulgent with the abs, but there's nothing wrong with a little indulgence. I call it style.
And I call it trash.
Believe me, Senora, I know horses. You're a heck of an artist.
Then why do I feel nothing but shame when I look upon it? If I feel nothing but disgust, then it is disgusting.
I don't think that's true. Personalization?
Isabella's feeling does not create objective truth. I find her centaur rather adorable, for instance.
Andy likes the centaur. I'm gonna
Then why do I
say
feel nothing
blaming.
but shame when I
Nope.
Isabella's feeling
Is it
Then
control
why
fallacy?
do I-
Nope.
Isabella's feeling does
Senora, that's
Ah.
letting your gut make up reality. You look at this piece of art and see trash because that's how you're feeling. How come I don't think it's trash?
How is that not personalization though? Okay, whatever. We're gonna gloss over it. It's fine.
Oh, dear Sam. I mean this in the kindest way I can, but you are an asino.
I'm guessing that ain't a good thing.
It is a donkey.
Hey! Don't call me a donkey. You donkey. How rude.
Well, that don't seem too kind to me. My opinions don't count.
In this case, no, because I am never wrong about art.
No, you did. You.
I gotta challenge you on that, Senora. Saying you're always right about art? Well, that can't be true. Art is always changing.
Indeed, art changes day to day. I mean, I walked past a gallery the other day and I was like, what the heck? What is that? And, you know, other people would be like, oh my god, that's art. And I'm like, nah, it's not for me. It's subjective.
I've seen some European art from before your time that was supposed to be perfect, and dang, that baby Jesus always looks about 50.
Oof.
And they had no sense of perspective. Barbarians.
Don't judge your art based on how you alone feel. Feelings ain't reality, and someone else is always going to have another opinion.
You are indeed correct, but no one will see this insult to Chiron.
Now, what the heck did you go and do that for, Senora?
No! Ah, she destroyed it. You monster. Ah, it was beautiful.
I did what one should do with garbage. It is better that the world never see such horrors.
You shouldn't destroy your art. You shouldn't, because how will you look back and see your progress if you destroy your art? I'm so sad. Why did she do that?
Senora, if you think there's nothing good about this piece, I think you need a vampire optometrist more than a vampire therapist. Yeah, maybe it ain't your idea of perfect, but heck, what is? If you want to see real horror, ask me to draw anything other than my gun. I mean, what are you really looking for here, Senora? You looking to bring this fella to life with your brush? You think if you don't produce something completely perfect, it's garbage?
Yes. I apply the same standards to myself as I do to everyone else.
Well, your standards are too high, lady.
Leonardo da Vinci once painted an illustration of my city of Mantua for me. It was beautiful. Leonardo had a mastery over art that modern mortals will never understand. But it was full of imperfections. The shape of one of the windows was wrong. The clouds looked slightly unnatural. I lit the painting on fire rather than let him embarrass himself. So why would I choose to embarrass myself?
You lit a Leonardo da Vinci on fire?
I lit rubbish on fire. Da Vinci painted it, but it was still rubbish.
That's so mean.
Dang, that fella must have been terrified of you.
He was. though he had no reason to be. All he had to do was be better. It had nothing to do with me.
Senora, with all due respect, are you kidding me? That fella was afraid of you, not a failure. What would have happened if you hadn't lit his painting on fire?
Then he would have been ashamed of a terrible piece of art.
Senora, this need for perfection you've got, it ain't doing good things for you.
How can you say this? By demanding perfection, I improve the work of others. I improve the work of myself.
Well, maybe that's true, but you're doing something less useful.
And what is that?
Unrealistic standards.
Senora, your standards are way too high. There ain't no way anyone can reach them.
So you keep saying. But there is nothing wrong with setting a high standard. The problem is the low standards of others. It is shameful to not strive for greatness. I will not tolerate your setting low standards. You will not disgrace my presence with shallow thoughts. Am I understood?
Yes, ma'am. No, wait, I meant to say... Senora, I gotta be honest here. You're terrifying everyone. You're terrifying your artists, your family, even yourself. Failure's a part of life. If imperfection's a mortal sin to you, ain't nobody gonna let you in on their imperfections. Not you, not your husband, and not your son neither.
How dare you? How dare you lecture me, peasant?
Ah! She's scary. She's so scary.
How dare you suggest that I was anything less than the perfect mother to my Federico? You worm! Ho sputato sulla tomba di tua madre! Vi maledico ai livelli più profondi dell'inferno! Federico loved me! He knew that I knew what was best for him! Pull out your cognitive distortions now and I will tear your head from your neck!
I ain't never said Federico didn't love you. All I was saying was...
Zitto! Shut up, fool! You presume to tell me what I know. You, a common murderer! You who can barely speak your own language! I demanded perfection from my Federico so that he would not end up like his father, a degenerate leper whose penis hung by a thread of putrescent skin!
Thank you for the head pat. That was comforting during truly the most terrifying shootout I've ever had. Like, don't yell at me in your own language. It makes me frightened.
I do not tolerate imperfection. Not from myself, not from this world, and not from my son.
You are terrifying. Nosferatu thinking again?
Isabella is facing her greatest fear. I know she may be terrifying, but remain steadfast, my friend.
Yes, I don't know. Control fallacy.
You know what, Senora? If you want to have that kind of control, you're gonna have it all by your lonesome. I'm trying to help you, and you're screaming at me. Why? Because you can't stand being wrong? If I'm too scared to talk to you, what the hell are we doing here? What do you want me to do, lie to you? I ain't gonna do that, Isabella d'Este. If you're looking for perfection, you're only gonna find liars, and that ain't me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you are right. Oh, Federico, what have I done?
Thank goodness she cooled down. I didn't know how much of that I could take before I pissed myself.
Hey, it's okay, Senora.
He barely spoke to me when he came back from the Vatican. Every time I asked him how he was, he would say, "I am fine, mother." Of course he knew better than to talk to me. His father never did. No doubt it was I who drove them into the brothels.
Now you're blaming. No?
Isabella is assuming her husband's decisions were entirely to do with her, but he was a human with his own mind, however flawed.
So, personalization?
I think that's simplifying things a little, Senora.
Yeah.
Your boys made their own decisions.
How long will I stream for? That's a very good question. It really depends on my energy levels. I try and go until at least 1 or 2 p.m. The most I will do is until 3 p.m. So we're gonna see how we go. If it requires me to take a break, I can stream longer, but I wonder if we'll get to the end of the game.
There probably were a lot of reasons they went to the brothels, but putting it all on yourself just ain't accurate. You couldn't read their minds or control their behaviors.
Perhaps not. But I am certain their whores did not criticize them as I did.
Yeah, but their whores were paid. So, thank you for the head pats. Yeah, thank you very much. At least, it is, words. Whenever I do take a break, I don't take it for too long, and if I'm going to take a longer break, I give you guys something to do whilst I'm gone. But yeah, like, I feel like Sam was about to point out what I just pointed out. The whores would have been paid, so they would tell them whatever they wanted to hear.
I was only trying to make them demand better of themselves. Why did the world punish me for this?
I usually take 20 to 35 minutes break. I don't think I've ever taken a break that long. I should probably try it. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Ah, right. You're now blaming, no?
It can be depressing indeed whenever the universe gives out arbitrary punishments, but we must recognize that there is much that is outside of our understanding of the cosmos.
Personalization?
Senora,
Yeah.
you weren't being punished. The world doesn't give out rewards and punishments on its own, no matter what we're intending.
She looks so cunty. She really does. Like, this outfit is... wow. I love her, like, long nails and, her sharp features.
And it definitely ain't singling you out.
It is serving. It really is.
Of course. The world does not care for Isabella d'Este. Good intentions count for nothing.
Now come on. Senora, you're going to extremes again. Good intentions can be their own reward.
Oh, Sam, you are a simpleton. A wonderful, kind, wise simpleton.
Rude. Oh no, Subway, give me this shits. Be right back. Take your time.
Thanks, I guess.
I read my Wikipedia page, you know. It was full of lies and slander. No doubt this is how history remembers me, with slander I have earned.
Nosferatu?
I don't think a single Wikipedia page is going to determine how humanity remembers you, Senora.
Exactly. Like, not everybody gets their information from Wikipedia. I'm hoping. I am sincerely hoping. Yeah.
You're one of the most interesting, intelligent people I've ever met. And I bet loads of historians out there would be eager to know the real you.
Let us hope they do not discover who I am. They would be terrified of me, as you so deftly pointed out.
So let's forgive them a few mistakes, huh?
I suppose I must.
I read that Wikipedia page too, Senora. And you know how I read it? The people are in awe of you. They call you the First Lady of the Renaissance, you know.
This only proves that Machiavelli was right. That if one cannot be loved and feared, it is best to be feared.
I think you're a little too down on yourself today, Senora. But here's what I think of Isabella d'Este.
Smart, ambitious, caring, look great. I'm gonna say smart.
You are so dang smart, Senora. I don't think people these days get an education like yours, and you took it seriously. You know about art, music, philosophy, religion.
Of course, I know much about physics, biology, and mathematics as well. Do not think me simply a woman of the arts.
See what I mean? I'm only 200-some years old, and I think it's going to take me another 200 to know half the stuff you know. You should be proud, Senora.
Ambitious?
You're ambitious as hell. From what you told me, it sounds like being a woman in your time wasn't an easy thing. But you proved you were capable of anything, and people had to respect that. Hell, you even ran your own city. You're gutsier than any man I've ever known.
I am not sure I like this gutsy word very much, but I suppose I did well for my time.
Senora, you did well for any time, believe me.
Caring person?
You know
Are we just gonna say all of
It's
these
pretty
things?
harsh. I think we can agree on that. But you're a caring person. You want the best for the people you care about, no matter how hard it is on you. You literally gave your life to care for your family.
No one has ever called me a caring person before.
Am I wrong? Going through death for family? Seems like you care a lot.
A little too much, perhaps.
Oh, I like when she smiles.
I ain't gonna disagree with you there.
And we're gonna compliment her looks anyway. We did all of those things. There was no wrong answers.
Pardon me for saying so, but I see why people were falling over themselves to paint you. You got grace and style such like I ain't never seen back home, not even at a fancy cotillion. Those ladies would probably kill to have your fashion sense.
Well, thank you for saying so, Sam. It is gratifying to know that my eye for fashion is noted. I certainly know how to wear a hat.
Well, that thing looks great on you. I doubt I could wear it half as well.
That is certainly true. You have been so kind to me. Kinder than I have been to you.
You deserve kindness. And you deserve to give yourself some kindness too.
No one has ever spoken to me the way you do. I suppose I never allowed them to. Sam, I know I am old. I know I am difficult. But would you ever consider a woman such as I?
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa there, partner. Firstly, we're not allowed to date our clients. Secondly, nah.
Senora, I'm here to help you on your personal journey. Let's not complicate that.
Of course. I am just being foolish. I am so used to people being afraid of me that, of course, I fall for the first person who is not.
Senora, I think if you can learn to give people a little room, they're gonna adore you.
What if they see me as weak if I am gentle? What if my bearing was the thing that earned me respect? I do not wish to be discarded and ignored like so many women of my time.
Senora, I don't think anyone could discard and ignore you. You don't exactly fade into the background, you know. You're pulling back a little and letting people make their mistakes doesn't make you weak. And it definitely ain't gonna make them discard you. I'm a pretty gentle fella. You don't think I'm weak, do you?
No, I do not.
So don't go thinking you are, alright? I'm not saying you gotta be meek, Senora. I reckon that ain't in your nature. I'm just saying to start with compassion. People are doing their best out there, and they deserve your understanding when they ain't perfect. Same goes for you. Don't go ripping up your art because it ain't perfect. Nobody's expecting that from you or anyone, not even Da Vinci.
Yes, I suppose I must resign to the truth. I am powerless before inevitable imperfection. I suppose the Calvinists were right.
I don't know what this is.
If Senora Deste cannot dominate, she sees herself as having no power. I believe you told me of this distortion long ago, Samuel.
Control fallacy?
Now don't go running in the opposite direction, Senora. That ambition comes from you. Not everyone's got it. So, keep striving to be better. Just give yourself a little compassion when you don't meet those super high standards you got. And there ain't nothing wrong with holding other people to a high standard neither. We ain't gonna be gods, but it's good to have ideals.
I believe you are wiser than I, Sam Walls. It is most humbling.
A slow horse who can still get his carrots is quicker than the ones who run past him.
And then you say something like that, and I am no longer quite so humbled.
That's so funny. That's so funny that she's literally like, "Oh, you're so wise. Until you say some bullshit like that. What the fuck is that?
And don't be humbled by me, Senora. I'm a simple man. Just a more honest one these days. Look, let's remember what brought you in here in the first place. You saw that Space Wars movie and all its problems, right? I want to give you a challenge. I want you to find a piece of art to like.
Yeah, that's gonna go well.
Anything. A painting, some music, a movie, heck, even a video game. And you enjoy that thing for what it is, not hate it for what it isn't.
Video games are not art.
Well, I think this video game's art. Thank you very much.
Do you know that, Senora? I bet there's lots of video games with redeeming value. One of my clients plays a whole bunch of them.
You know what? I could name so many games that I would consider art right now, but I'm not going to do that because that would make this stream very long and very boring.
I do not think they are for me.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, fair enough. Just find something, and we can talk about it next time. You can use the internet. I hear it's full of lists of things people like.
No, because she's going to find the furry art and then she's going to be terrified.
Very well. I will do this then. Sam, thank you for being so kind to me.
That is literally my job, but you are welcome.
Well, I'll thank you to join me in being kind to you, okay, Senora? I'll see you in a few weeks.
Yes. Well then. Goodbye, Sam. Until we meet again.
Adios, Senora.
Well, well. A confession of love from the First Lady of the Renaissance.
Yeah, like, my ego is literally the size of a hot air balloon right now.
Oh, shucks, she ain't in love with me.
I know, I am teasing. But I am impressed, Samuel. You warmed her dead heart.
It was touch and go there for a bit. I thought she really was gonna rip my head off.
I'm glad to hear that, Cody. Welcome back.
But you were not afraid, as she said. They make strong men in the American West.
Tough living will do that to you, sure enough.
I feel like Sam and... Oh damn, I've forgotten his name. The guy from Red Dead Redemption. Why can't I remember his name? I feel like those two would get along. That's so bad. I'm like, I like that game so much. Like, why have I forgotten the name? Arthur! Arthur's his name! I remembered. Also on Twitter, I just opened a shipping poll for my new IC if you want to vote. Oh, Red Dead Tommy? No, that's sorry. I forgot. The Last of Us. Yes, that's what that stands for. I knew that. Yeah, Arthur. Arthur is who I was thinking of. I'm like, the only other cowboy in a video game I know of. I'm like, yeah, you guys would get along. Maybe they wouldn't. And yes, I will do that. As soon as I find my Twitter login, I basically don't touch the app.
Then let us relax. I hear you were dancing the other night.
Yeah, we were dancing. It was so cool.
Oh, nuts.
Oh, nuts. I got caught dancing.
Do not be embarrassed, Samuel, but let us go downstairs. The night is still young and there's much to celebrate.
We're gonna dance some more? You should make one. The art community is so cute. I would, but I don't know. I feel like Twitter's just not the platform for me. Especially given that like they've been like farming art on there for AI, and that makes me really sad. But I do use Blue Sky, which actually, if I do this, it should link it. There you go. I use Blue Sky and I've built quite the community on there at the moment. So, maybe I will check out Twitter. Maybe I won't. I might have to think on it some more.
Alright, Andy. I think I'm game for a little R&R.
R&R. What does R&R stand for? Rodents and Red Bull. No? Okay.
Crimson, sweet sanguine. Tonight we are celebrating. I am pouring us all some shots.
Shots!
Corona Virgin 1492. A taste of a different time.
Shots, 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 shots! Hot couple alert? Yeah, those two are a couple, and oh my god.
You know I don't like drinking anything but fresh, Andy.
I know, dearest. This is a rare occasion. Samuel here was able to help a 500-year-old let go of her anger. So let us toast her age to the Renaissance.
Ugh, that tastes like dirt.
Yuck, I think mine had a clot in it.
It's not very good, is it? Oh well. Then let us instead toast leaving the past where it belongs.
Yeah, I was just thinking, old blood, isn't that gonna taste disgusting?
I think I've had my fill of the past tonight already.
I've got a better idea.
Threesome? Threesome?
Is that so? Of course, my dearest. I am delighted for you to share yourself.
Wait, was I right?
I'd like a little privacy. Come on, cowboy. Follow me to the kink room.
Fuck! Yes! Yes! We're finally doing it!
Oh, well, all right then.
Smile, Samuel. You have the favor of a very special woman. It has been too long since I tended my own bar. Go have fun.
Hello, Pudding! How are you doing? And yes, you arrived at the exact right time. It is getting spicy up in here.
Hey, cowboy.
Hi, hi.
Hi, Crimson.
Look, handsome. There's a reason I wanted to get you alone. Wanted to pick your brain about something.
Oh, we're not getting spicy. Damn.
I'm hearing about all these clients of yours being stuck for hundreds of years, and I keep thinking, what if that's me?
Okay, well, now we just... I guess we're gonna comfort her instead. Damn. Although if we comfort her, maybe.
I've been half dead for 20 years. But do I want it to be 200?
Girlie, you can die whenever you want. Doing some redrawing of old physical art I did way back in digital form. Really nervous, sending love. Oh, I wish I had like more of my old physical art. I don't have much of it. My mother threw a lot of my old stuff away, which sucks. But yeah, I wish you best of... I wish you the best of luck with that. Hey, maybe we should be revamping my server a bit more for like more art discussion. Just a thought. Just a thought. Indeed, big brain time. Yes, yes. Ah, I'm hearing some yeses. Good, good, good.
Have you talked to Andy about this?
Yeah, but he's 3,000 years old. 20 years to him is like a month. I'm getting a little jealous of your vamps, if I'm honest. They're all moving forward, but I'm stuck in the same place. I've got Andy keeping me alive, but I'm not sure I'm living. The way I see it, either I decide my time's up, or I decide to become a vampire.
Ooh.
So, I wanted to ask, what's your favorite thing about living forever?
Oh! That is a good question. Let's talk about new perspectives.
I like the night. Mortals are so tied to the sun, they miss out on a whole nother world. The night ain't so hectic. We ain't getting messages at all hours because everyone else is asleep.
Maybe you could do a community art competition? I could! Ooh, I've got to update my Fur Affinity actually. I've been pumping out new OCs and I've actually got 3 more OCs that I want to actually do. Maybe we can... I'll have to think on this some more. But definitely I want to bring up more art discussion stuff because like I said, I am joining Art Fight this year and it'll be nice to be able to update and discuss about stuff like that. And whilst I do have the singular, well, technically 2 art channels in my server, maybe there's an art discussion area we could have where we share tips and tricks, stuff like that. We'll have to see about it. I am quite art-centric, so we'll see. Art Fight's scary. It is a little bit intimidating, but I think to to really succeed at doing things that you might potentially enjoy, you have to do scary things. There are lots of scary things I've done, and they paid off and made me grow as a person. So I'm excited, even though it is intimidating to start something like this. I'm excited to see where I grow from this, meeting new people, receiving art, giving art. It's exciting. Oh, thank you, Pudding. Alright, let's get back to the game.
We got time for reading, for art, whatever we like, really. Crimson, in the end, this is your decision. You gotta decide for your own reasons.
I know. You're right, Sam. It's helpful to get a youngster's perspective, though. Now, are we gonna get to biting?
We're gonna bite her! Heck yeah!
Oh, we're still doing that.
Oh, hello, Mira! How you doing? I'm gonna get a shout out for Mira right now. You enjoy some Paleo? I haven't played that in ages. I hope you have a good time.
Of course we are. Get in here, cowboy.
Everyone say hi to Grippy. He's upside down. He's going to come here. Shut up, this mod pack is fucking gorgeous. That is cool as fuck. And I want to live in it. And there's going to be fucking spooky boys in there, isn't there? Hang on. Can I waypoint here? Create a waypoint.
You are correct, Cody. Mira is known for her big ditties. I'm actually just gonna... I need to move where that pop-up appears, because it covers my face completely. We don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, here we go. I found it. Let's just scooch it on over to the other side. Cool. I actually need to test it. So we're gonna shout out somebody who isn't here, but you guys should check out anyway, which is my good friend Craig. Is it gonna work? Let's see. And if we need to move the box again, we will.
Nice.
Ah, that's perfect. Actually, no, it's not. I'm gonna move it just there. There we go. Need to do a hand animation like being tuber when I talk like hers. I've seen a few. Yeah! It adds a lot of like extra movement. It's a good idea. Okay. And with that sorted, we can get back to the game. And we are about to bite some neck and get spicy up in here. Okay. I always struggle with this bit.
That is something else.
Not bad, cowboy. But you don't need to bite. Just let your teeth sink in next time. If your partner is relaxed, they'll just slide right in.
Okay. I think the head and hand movement adds just so much to the Injuto. Is definitely looking into some good poses. Indeed. And you could always make toggles as well.
Oh, well thanks, Crimson. I'll try to remember that.
Bet you're pretty sleepy now, huh?
Well, yeah, now that you mention it.
Go get some sleep then, cowboy. And Sam, thank you. I'm glad you're around.
Where else would I be? I'm glad to be of service, ma'am. You have a fine evening.
Sit on my face, Crimson! I mean, good evening, Crimson. Made mine in like 2 hours. It's very static, but the face is cute. You can have a little look at you and come back and tell me what you think. Ooh. Wait.
Samuel,
I will allow that. That's fine. Yeah, I will. I'll definitely have to have a look at that.
Looking forward to a night off, boss. I haven't heard from Eddie, so I was thinking about a nice hot bath.
I forgot about Eddie. Okay, like Eddie is the actor character, and he's absolutely full of himself. I hate him. We love to hate him.
An excellent idea. A little self-care goes a long way. I do have bubble bath if you would like to borrow some.
A bubble bath. I'm guessing we're not gonna have a bubble bath right now. I'm guessing Eddie's gonna show up and he's gonna have problems. Oh, it shouldn't. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with my auto mod at some point because it should not be filtering that. We love talking about stuff like this. I was so bisexual for them both. So true, bestie. Re-entering my old obsession of mushrooms due to this drawing. Why a clicker's so textured. Oh, right. And yes, mushrooms are so fun to draw. They're just like all this chaotic, crazy, fun shapes. And they come in every color. So there's no low-key kind of hot. I'm sorry, I don't see the vision. They probably don't smell that good. Okay. Like I was saying, this Eddie character, the last time we saw him, for anyone who wasn't here, he was so confident that he was cast in a play, he did not even look at the casting list. I'm gonna guess that he wasn't cast, and he's gonna be so upset about it. That's my theory right now. They got that hot skinny build, sleeper build. Okay.
Andromachos the Mighty uses bubble bath, huh? I wouldn't have guessed.
There is only one type of human who does not like bubbles.
Liars?
Well, I was going to say werewolves, but I suppose it is the bath part they dislike, not the bubbles.
Yes. Whoa, hang on a second. My auto mod is absolutely tearing you guys apart. Let me... I'm sorry. I'm a monster fucker. Same. Very much same. I need to... One of the things that I've been wanting to draw for the longest time is a werewolf and like a damsel in distress, but it's actually consensual sex. And the last one, if you fuck a mushroom, is it technically an orgy? Mushrooms naturally are interconnected. Hive mind, clicker orgy for Cody. Gosh darn, we're in some weird territory right now. We're talking about fucking monsters, we're talking about fucking clickers. What is happening? What is happening right now? That's so Twilight coded. Indeed. Although I've only very recently watched Twilight and it could have been spicier. Make it spicier. Way spicier. Anyway, at some point when I'm not preparing for art fight or drawing other people's OCs like I've been promising to do, I will probably draw that just for fun. I need to draw more spicy art. I need to practice it because oddly enough, drawing anatomy parts such as le penis, le vagina, le bibis, they're actually kind of difficult, but they're fun. So I've got to give it some practice, definitely.
Oh, well, I ain't no liar, so I'd love some bubble bath. In fact, well, tarnation, I guess the bubble bath is postponed.
I thought so. Eddie's on his way. Bubblegum and Marceline. Ooh, yes. Best couple. Very much so. Seems very fitting for us lot to spiral like this. I'd be down to draw spicy with you. Need the practice too. Absolutely. Maybe it's time to open up a 18 plus voice chat area.
Are you ready to handle Edmund's distortions? It sounds as though they will be intense.
Oh, they're gonna be so
Let me think
intense.
real quick.
Okay, so we're catastrophizing, overgeneralization. That's him all over. Emotional reasoning and always right. I think that's us. Truly, spicy art nights is a must. Definitely.
I think I got it.
I suspect you have difficult work ahead tonight. I wish you the best of luck, Samuel.
And bubble bath later. Dang, I want a bubble bath now.
Thanks, Andy. Hold on, Sammy boy. Here he comes. Hey, Eddie.
He's dressed up as a clown. I liked his outfit before. For those of you who weren't here, he was in a very, very strapping outfit before. Kind of colonial frills, buttons, gold. It was gorgeous. This is a downgrade, but also I like clowns anyway, so it's also kind of an upgrade. This is hilarious. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm guessing he's gonna be an absolute mess.
Do you like my costume, Sam?
I like it.
Oh, well, sure. Did you come right from that production you were talking about last time?
You seem like someone that wants to do Pennywise. I don't know about doing Pennywise. Yeah, no. It's the scary type of redhead. Nah, not for me. Although, specifically Joaquin Phoenix's Joker? Yes. Would. Art the Clown? Probably would. How many clowns can I name in one go? Ronald McDonald? Could get it, because then I would probably get a free Big Mac afterwards. Oh, and my lovely partner? Yep, would. Nobody mentioned that I just called Ahiko a clown. Let's not do that. Anyway.
Yes, I flew right here after the performance. I had to tell you how it went.
I identify as a monster fucker and a clown fucker.
So, how did it go?
Oh, you should have been there. You could have seen how the audience reacted. They loved me.
Yes?
Hey, well, that's fantastic, Eddie. I was a little worried when I heard you coming. I wasn't expecting you tonight.
But why would you worry? You knew who I was. The great Edmund Keene. Of course the audience would love me.
Talk about a clown, bitch.
Oh, my dear boy. How they did laugh at the great clown Piero.
Well, that's amazing, Eddie. Gave that Grimaldi fellow a run for his money, huh?
Grimaldi would have never achieved as many laughs as I clearly earned.
You don't sound too happy about it, Eddie.
Piero is supposed to be a tragic clown, but they laughed. They just laughed and laughed and laughed.
You're supposed to laugh at clowns. What am I not getting here?
Oh, Eddie.
They laughed at my heartbreak when my wife left me for a respectable man.
Oh.
They laughed when I held my dying child in my arms. They laughed as I succumbed to drink, damning God for not taking me. They laughed as I slit my own throat when 'twas no trick, for I am already dead. So you see, it was all very, very funny.
Eddie, I'm so sorry. That reaction sounds horrifying.
I don't know.
No, but of course it wasn't. I believe this role was made for me. It was made so that people could laugh at me. So laugh, my dear boy. Laugh.
I don't feel like it. Catastrophizing? Nope.
The part Edmund played is far older than he is. I do not think its writers could foresee his birth. No.
Eddie, I know you're hurting right now. I know people can be cruel, but they ain't looking to be cruel to you in particular. That's one of them cognitive distortions. Personalization. It means, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Alright, don't yell at me, clown boy. Don't get your giant pantaloons in a twist. Honk your horn elsewhere, my dear. Here, take one of this chain of handkerchiefs. Okay. We'll stop making jokes at his expense now. Oh my gosh.
Don't tell me a fucking thing about cognitive distortions! Do you think I don't know what they are? Do you think I do not employ each and every one, every single moment of every single day?
I really rinsed him, didn't I?
I am a professional liar, but no lie is so carefully constructed as that of Edmund Kean. You told me to deal with reality as it is. So be it. This is Edmund Kean. A minstrel, a jester, a fool, a clown. A clown whose greatest joke is to pretend for even a moment that he is not one. But you see, my dear boy, all that is impressive about Edmund Kean is just illusion. It has always been an illusion. That is what the stage is, but it is my life as well. Go ahead and ask me, therapist. Ask me, who is Edmund Kean? Nay, do not ask. I will tell you. Edmund Kean is nothing. There is no Edmund Kean. I have never met the man, or even the boy. I have known Shylock, Richard III, Hamlet, Lear, Othello, Macbeth, Romeo, Cupid. But people loved all of those characters. Wherefore would they love Edmund? Edmund had to become a character as well, and I have played Edmund for so long that naught lies beneath. A hollow man sits before you. As the vampires have said, what is a man anyway? A miserable pile of secrets, a mountain of pretty lies.
Eddie, that ain't true, and I'll tell you why.
We all lie? We do.
We all lie, Eddie. Deep down, we're all still scared animals who can't tell the difference between a booing audience and a lion ripping out our throats. For all the time my blood was pumping, I played a tough guy. Slaughtering Sam, they called me. I like that name. You want to know why?
Why?
Because it made me feel safe. Under that grizzled exterior, I was still just a scared little boy. But that little boy was me, Eddie.
You understand me? Though we have played different parts, the character underneath is the same, perhaps. Do you remember that I played Cupid as a boy?
That was your breakout role, right?
I learned that if I smiled and spoke sweetly, people would view me as something other than street trash. I wouldn't have to go hungry. I wouldn't have to be sold to some bloated factory owner. Edmund Kean was worthless to anyone. Another mouth to feed, another body to clothe. So I knew I had to make him disappear. I thought if I suppressed Edmund and became the character the public wanted, I would be rewarded. But this illusion, this character of Edmund Kean, he has brought me to such unspeakable depths. Do you know why I sought to become a vampire? Why I dwelt in dark places until the curse of immortality was given to me? I became a vampire because I was afraid that my son Charles would be a more successful actor than I was. I could not let his legacy overtake mine.
Imagine your ego being so big that you're not even in a position to be proud of your own child. What the heck? What the heck, dude? You're supposed to strive for your kid to have a great legacy. I don't like this guy.
I had to be sure that I was the Kean that would be remembered.
Dang, Eddie. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of BS. I hate this guy.
Ah,
I sound so harsh.
Yes, I have been monstrous, I needed to be the most beloved. I needed my every demand fulfilled. I had my own pet lion. I rode my horse indoors. I flew into a rage if anyone denied me sexual gratification.
Oh, damn, okay.
As an immortal, my fears have made me even more terrible. How many promising young actors I have killed because I felt they threatened my legacy.
Oh, damn.
So many lives cut short because I, and I alone, know what acting must be.
But you know that ain't true, don't you? You can't know everything about acting. Acting is all about the human experience, right? You said it yourself. You're one man with one set of experiences. You can't represent all of human experience on your own.
Of course I knew that. And that is why I had to kill them. They threatened Edmund Keene, and for that, they had to die. I could not face the idea that they would bring something to the stage that I could not. Indeed, the very reason I am wearing these clothes is because I could not bear the idea that Grimaldi brought something to the stage that I could not. Do you see how pathetic I am? I am battling a man who has been dead for almost 200 years. The audience was right. I am a most laughable creature. I know what they are thinking, what they have always thought. Look at the fool actor. Look how he debases himself by begging for our approval.
He's really thinking about only one side of acting. Because, like, isn't that the whole thing? Comedy and tragedy. Like, that is acting. And I would say they're both, like, really, really important to acting. Like, I don't know.
The important thing here is accept things as they are, compadre.
I cannot accept things as they are, my dear boy. How can I? How can I accept that I have forced everyone around me to confirm my lie of an existence? How can I accept the people I defiled to satisfy my ego? The son I was relieved to see die? The blood I have spilled to sustain my legacy?
I mean, you gotta forgive yourself at some point.
The lie is all I have, and all I know. I have done such evil to protect it.
Until you forgive yourself, bro, you're gonna be living like this for the rest of eternity, because you are going to live forever. You're a vampire.
So much is my poverty of spirit, so mighty, and yet with so many defects, in the vapor of my own glory smothered. No, my dear boy, what is done cannot be now amended. The child Edmund is buried, and this grim-visaged, wretched creature is all that remains.
Eddie, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. You've done some truly awful stuff, and fear doesn't excuse the dastardly deeds you done. The shit you done ain't never going away.
Yes, go on, kick me, jeer, laugh at the vicious clown, tell him what a fool he is.
You ain't gonna play pity tricks on me or yourself. You acted like a lily-livered sumbitch, Eddie. I know that, because I've done some awful shit too. Because of my fear, I hurt scores of folks. Some strangers, some near and dear. And because of my fear, I pushed all that stuff down deep where no one could see it, just like you. I was too afraid to face myself. Once I didn't have a choice but to take a good look at myself, my first thought was that I deserved to go meet the sunrise, because I'm a coward too. But there's something else we've got in common in addition to acting like yellow bellies, Eddie. You know what it is?
What is it?
We got time, Eddie. We got time to become new people. We got time to look at ourselves honestly and say, yeah, I've been a coward, but I ain't gonna be a coward any longer. So what'll it be, Eddie? You're gonna live forever. Will you do it as a coward or as a man?
I mean, he's essentially said the thing that I just said, so...
I don't know how to be a man.
I was gonna make a comment, like a really mean one, but I'm not going to.
So you're giving up then?
No, I cannot maintain the facade any longer. I am revealed to myself. But Sam, I never learned to be a person. I stopped being real at 8 years old. Splot! Why did my fellow actors coddle me so? Why did they let me become a monster? They could have said no, but they did not.
We ain't focusing on the people who gave in to a kid who was too big for his britches. We're focusing on you. You did some real awful things. You killed people for criticizing you or for showing talent. You resented your son's success. These are things you gotta take in.
But how can I put such things behind me?
You don't. You've got to accept the things you've done as part of who you are. You ain't gonna erase the last 200 some years, but maybe you can use them to make a better Edmund going forward.
Indeed.
How? How do I introduce myself as a demanding megalomaniac? How do I introduce myself as a man who was relieved to see his own son die? How do I introduce myself as a man who demanded the entire world get on their knees to satisfy his ego?
Dunno.
Well, I wouldn't exactly lead with that stuff. How about you introduce yourself as a man who's figuring himself out?
Indeed.
I suppose that is a possibility. At the least, it is not unexpected for me to be so disarrayed. It is known that we actors are all by nature an insecure people.
Overgeneralization?
No, Eddie. You're overgeneralizing. Painting all actors with a broad brush so it makes you look better.
Indeed.
You're blaming your profession, and that's a damn cop-out. Yeah, there are some real fatty arbuckles out there, actors who carve a path of destruction. But there are plenty of stage folk out there who lead humble lives, loving their craft without hurting other people. So I'll thank you not to hide behind bad actors.
Bad actors? Now that is funny. Perhaps I need to find an identity beyond the stage. It protected me in my youth, but I do not think that it serves me any longer.
That might be worth exploring, Eddie.
But what if I am nothing?
Dang, my button got stuck for a second there.
What if I seek other endeavors, but there are none for me?
You're catastrophizing.
You're doing some Nosferatu thinking, Eddie. I've been roaming this earth around the same time as you, and what I picked up is there ain't no extremes.
We're calling it the same thing, but fine.
It ain't all or nothing. I guarantee you there's more possibilities out there for you between the grave and the stage.
Didn't we have this conversation last time? When will he learn?
I mean, how long have you even looked for anything beyond the stage?
Not at all, I suppose.
Exactly.
Then let's hold judgment in reserve, huh?
The theater is all I know. It has been my protector all this time. Without it, I am helpless as a swaddling babe.
No, that's not.
Edmund believes life without the stage is something he cannot handle. He is stronger than he knows. The theater is all I know. Edmund believes.
I'm trying.
Edmund
What the?
Life without the stage
is this catastrophizing?
Eddie, come on. The stage is the thing you know. You ain't helpless.
I love when I don't get it right immediately. I'm like, oh, all of the buttons. Just press all of them. Ah!
I mean, maybe you're forgetting the whole superhuman strength and immortality thing that comes with being a vampire. And even besides that, you've learned a thing or two from all them Shakespeare plays beyond acting, I'm sure. You ain't a helpless little boy no more, so don't pretend you're powerless to do something new.
Yes. If anything, I certainly have keen powers of self-pity, do I not?
My great aunt just rocked up and damn, she's changed. Ooh, okay.
I wasn't gonna say it. However helpless you might feel, Eddie, remember that's just how you feel right now. That's the amazing thing about being undead. We got lots of time to make a better tomorrow. My mentor, Andy, he says that at 200 years old, we're basically toddlers by vampire standards. And we both got a lot of growing up to do.
That is a heartening thought.
If we're doing life right, Eddie, we're always growing up. The trick is not to think we're done growing.
Yeah, exactly.
Spoken like the bard himself. As he said, all the world's a stage, and I am barely past mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. I should be of a more mature mind, shouldn't I? Surely 237 years is old enough to be out of nappies.
We got time to grow, Eddie. Let's just be glad you're a 200-year-old baby and not a 2,000-year-old baby, huh? We'd be having a real different conversation then.
But growth to me seems nigh impossible. I have allowed my fear to guide my every sad-gutted action. My fear told me when I was threatened, which was always.
Wait. Okay, I was just checking something. Always right. No?
Edmund's fear created threats that he was always fighting against. They fueled his narcissism. Do challenge him, Samuel. But
personalization
seems nigh impossible. Edmund's
damn it!
But growth to me.
Oh my god! I hate getting it wrong. I really do.
So maybe
every button but the last one I press, of course.
Feelings don't always reflect reality. Intuition and experience are real things, but your being scared doesn't mean the world's automatically scary. You're a vampire now, Eddie. You can handle yourself and take things as they are, not what your gut's telling you they are.
You speak truly. I projected my fear into existence. Oft did I bring lies to life. It has not helped me.
This is what I mean, Eddie. You're always in defensive mode, ready for someone to take you down. That ain't no way to live. When you're afraid of some young actor coming up and making a name for themselves, what's so scary about that anyway?
I'm afraid they will erase me. I will be just another child of the Rookeries, used and discarded, of no value to anyone. No history, no legacy, no record of my existence.
But Eddie, there's loads of actors out there, all with different kinds of strengths. There's legends from every era. I'm a Buster Keaton fan myself. That fella was one of a kind, just like you were. When he was doing crazy stunts on trains, he weren't no threat to Hamlet.
He was very talented. I wanted to kill him, but I never liked visiting America.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. But you see that his success didn't do anything to yours. Not every threat means your doom.
Perhaps my time has passed anyway. There was a time when the stage awaited Edmund Kean, but my death was the end of that time. I do not believe the stage waits for anyone, Samuel. Perhaps.
Okay, we got some real work to do still. Here's the thing, Eddie. The stage wasn't waiting for you. Theater wasn't waiting for Edmund Kean to show up, and it wasn't waiting for you to die. You're used to making things about you, but the glorious, wonderful truth is, they ain't. And I got some real good news for you, hombre. You're dead. The pressure's off.
Indeed.
All them fears are keeping you locked in time, and you can stay there as long as you like, or you can make some progress. What's it gonna be?
I am too much of a coward to die, so I suppose I must live.
I'm glad to hear that.
I believe I should go away somewhere cold and dark, where I might be alone with my thoughts.
I think that's a great idea. I do the same thing, and it changed my life. Oh, well, my unlife.
I suppose all's well that ends well. I only hope it does.
I got faith in you. As long as we're putting one foot in front of the other, that's progress.
Yes, baby steps.
I shall see you in a month then.
You got it, Eddie. Take care of yourself. We'll get you out of that mewling and puking stage before you know it, okay?
So it shall be. Very well. Exit Edmund Kean. Stage left. Bravo, Samuel. I was taking notes. It seems the student has become the master.
Heck yeah!
Only a master of fumbling around. I knew I was taking a risk there.
You were. But perhaps such risks are justified with such an extreme personality. He attempted to gaslight you, but you held fast and challenged him, sternly but fairly. You have a gentle nature. That must have been difficult.
I didn't want to drive him off the edge. I just saw him close to making a breakthrough, and I didn't want him to start sinking again.
Well, you can now count yourself among a very small number of therapists who have made a breakthrough with such a one. I do not count myself among them.
And you let me handle Edmund?
I had faith in you, Samuel. You affirmed it magnificently. Now, please, go downstairs and find a friendly neck. You deserve it.
Heck yeah.
A drink sounds mighty nice right about now. You have a good night, Andy.
Rest in peace, my dear friend.
So when are we gonna party with Andy, huh?
Dang, I'm a little shaken up after that one.
I'll bet.
Never seen a man as afraid as Edmund Kean. That was tough to watch. I'm sure Crimson can lift my mood. Howdy, Crimson.
What's the matter, cowboy? You look a little paler than usual.
Oh, just had a real tough session. Watched a man who'd been wearing a mask for 200 years finally take it off, and it weren't pretty. Had to happen, though. The fella's got a long road ahead of him, but at least he's taking his first steps.
Think this'll do the trick then. I call this a bloody cowboy martini. Shaken, not stirred. I'm proud of you, Sam. Starting over is hard, especially when you've been spinning your wheels for a long time.
Well, that's the nice thing about being a vampire. We got time to start over.
Cheers to that.
To rebirth.
It seems you walk ever in the path of the Lord, my son.
Oh, hey, Kieran.
I did not mean to intrude. I noted your discomfort and wish to offer you succor in the kink room.
Heck yeah!
You mind, Crimson?
Not at all. Go drink your fill, cowboy.
Come, my son.
Yes, I will.
Now then, I heard you speak of rebirth.
I love this guy's accent. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's something we vampires have to do a lot of. I was just worried about one of my clients having trouble with their rebirth.
I know it is painful, my son. When we are born again, we leave a part of ourselves behind. Like the lizard who sloughs its dead skin, or the mortal who journeys into the mosh pit. We emerge purer than before.
Sounds like you've got a lot of perspective on this stuff, Kieran.
I know you must have questions, my son. Please, ask.
Can we truly start over?
From your spiritual perspective, can we ever truly start over?
Thank you for the head pats.
My son, you know the answer already. We beings of flesh and blood are also beings of judgment. However, we do not stand in judgment of mortals, but of ourselves. If you believe you have defeated your demons, then you have.
Yeah, that's true. Reminds me a lot of should statements. And defeating demons is pretty badass, ain't it?
Heck yeah.
Yes, it is the demons who should fear us, my son. Did you have more questions?
Ain't being reborn just rejecting who we were? I wasn't a good guy, Kieran, but I don't want to erase my dark days.
My son, only in Christ do we truly receive absolution and become beings of pure light. Our darkness defines us. We cannot reject it, just as we cannot reject the Almighty. It is part of us. But
Indeed.
do not be shamed by it, my son. Your darkness is beautiful and unique, as is your journey through the darkness.
Kinda sounds like disqualifying the positive to me.
Actually, it's liner notes from a metal album I'm fond of. Did you have more questions to ask?
From your spiritual perspective, how do we know when it's time for a rebirth?
An hour, a week, a year, a millennium. The answer, my son, is when we are ready. Only the Lord decides when that is. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away, and all is according to his will.
Well, that sounds like a control fallacy, though. We can't let someone else make our decisions for us.
My son, all your trials, the world you live in, they are all his work. He leads you to the truth. When he has prepared you fully, you will accept it, and join him along with the dearly departed gods of metal. Did you have more questions for me, my son?
Nah.
Why ain't your Lord the fire and brimstone type that's marked my kind for centuries?
The Lord did not do these things. That is the work of man. Even they work through him and face their own dark journeys. But eventually, we will all be blessed and return to his bosom to rock for all eternity. It is not for man to judge.
Well, I've got a lady who would love to meet you. I think a few men of the cloth did her dirty.
Men will ever seek power. But I know some simply seek blood. Are you ready to receive succor, my son?
Yes.
Yeah, but I really wish you'd stop calling it that.
Careful, my son. That was my artery.
Shucks, what's with my aim tonight?
I don't know.
That is enlightening.
There. May you be sustained and fulfilled. May you shepherd your lost sheep as I shepherd the children of the night.
You're a one-of-a-kind dude, Kieran. But thanks for the drink and the talk. You have a fine night.
Godspeed, my son.
That was pretty good.
Good evening, Samuel. You are seeing your ancient client tonight, are you not?
But before that, as that is my favorite client, we are gonna take a break so I can have some lunch, which will require me to cook. So we're gonna take an extended break where we play some Words on Stream. Just give me a second to get that ready for y'all. But yeah, Words on Stream, if you guys have never played it before, is real simple. All you have to do is type in the chat what you think the anagram is, or any of the words within the anagram, and it will automatically add it in. Do remember that there is like cooldowns for every guess, so you can't just keep guessing. Pay attention to when you're able to guess again. But I will be back in, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna make myself some pasta. I will see you guys in a little bit. Thank you for being patient with me. And we will continue after the break.
Linksofundian 477 just followed.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for waiting patiently whilst I took a lunch break there. I had a bowl of pasta. I refilled my water. I am ready to go for some more Vampire Therapists. And I hope you guys have had a good break too. I hope you guys got yourself a drink. I hope you got yourself a snack. I hope you're ready to settle in and continue therapizing some vampires. I do believe we're about to meet our favorite vampire again, which would be Maeve. Maeve is her name. That's the one. Had to think for a second there. Let me go ahead and change scenes. There we go. Yeah, let's check the levels. Let's just make sure the sound's coming through. Yep, sound's coming through. Mic's coming through. Oh, good. Alright. We're gonna get right back into it. We don't need to save. We're going back. There we go. Hello, Cody. Welcome back.
Yeah, that's right. I hope she's doing okay. I'm worried about her and that whole algorithm thing.
I had a little consultation with some other elder vampires. We have developed a theory, though I hope we are wrong.
The break was good. I made myself some pasta and I feel refreshed now.
We believe the algorithm is a demon, known to few, named Raziel. Even I have only ever heard whispers of his name.
Indeed. I love a good bowl of pasta.
In mythology, he is a fallen angel believed to have recorded every action, every change of state for all things on this earth into a great book. This book of knowledge he shared with the first mortals. But mortals were not designed to process so much information at once. They made judgments and reinforced behavior based on information they could not understand. Raziel watched as the mortals inevitably used the book to suppress free will, and he was cast down for his terrible mistake. We believe that Raziel has returned. Perhaps he believes that with computers, he can attempt to pass infinite knowledge to humanity once more. Terrible things will happen if this comes to pass. I would urge great caution, Samuel. Find out what you can about this algorithm. We may have dark work to do.
What the hell? Fallen angels? Ancient books of knowledge? What the heck have I walked into? We don't have this kind of shit in America.
I love how they're assuming the algorithm is a being of some kind. That's really funny.
I am old enough to be mythological myself, Samuel. Myth often contains truth. The important question is how much. We do not know what effect he may have had on Medi, but do not worry. Show her the same compassion you show all your clients, and that will open any doors that can open.
All right, I better prepare for this one. Sounds like it might be a doozy.
All right. Let's try and remember. She does a lot of control fallacy and always right. Mind reading, she does that a lot. And Nosferatu thinking. Cool.
Greetings, little mice.
Hi, Maeve. She's my favorite vampire. I love her so much.
Howdy, Mitty. It's good to see you. How you feeling tonight?
Not well, sweetling. Not well at all.
Oh dear, what happened?
Oh no, what's going on? I know you were feeling all stressed about your numbers on that glitch site.
They doxed me. Do you know what doxing is, my whiskery friend? It's when mortals find out where you live, where you sleep, so they can hurt you. A group of vampire hunters came looking for me. They were really mean, but they're all dead now. I'm much happier. But it was very inconvenient. Now I have to move, and it's very difficult to set up my lighting to make me look alive.
Dang, Maddie, I'm so sorry. That sounds awful.
It's worse. I will not be able to use my computer for a week. How am I going to upload my content?
Ah, this is where you schedule your content to come out slowly throughout the week.
My fans and zealots are all so impatient. They're sure to leave me if I don't provide them with their content.
This is mind reading.
So, how many of these followers and zealots have you got, Mitty?
Perhaps 2 million zealots and 90 million followers on Glitch.
And how many of them do you think you'll actually lose if you don't upload lots of content?
The algorithm has already told me that I will lose millions of followers.
So let's go ahead and listen to the algorithm. If you lose millions of followers, it ain't anywhere near 90 million. It's doing a bit of overgeneralization and catastrophizing to think they're all gonna leave you high and dry. Heck, maybe the folks who stay are the ones what you can really count on.
What you can really count on what?
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 I love this disconnection between the language. Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
You said what?
I was trying to say that the people who don't mind you not uploading so much might be better folk to keep around.
It's not up to me, little mice. It's not up to them either. Even the little bloodbags who love me won't get to see me if I don't provide them content.
I don't get it. Why wouldn't they see it? Is the mailman or whatever not delivering your messages?
You're very funny. No, the algorithm decides who sees my content. If I give it content, it will make people like me more. If I stop feeding it, it shuns me.
Mitty, I gotta say, that doesn't sound like a healthy relationship.
Oh, no. It's my friend, I should think. As long as I keep producing content for it, it draws the juicy mortals to me.
How many mortals do you need, though, really?
Well, if I'm to feel safe, I should like to have more of them always. I gain more followers and zealots every month. I need them. One of them has agreed to let me eat him and I'll take over his flat. They're quite useful.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you actually like any of these followers or zealots? Or are they all just food or servants?
What a silly question, little mice. Of course I don't like them. I always know what they're like. You forget how old I really am.
Oh, now I gotta challenge you on that, miss. I know you got a lot of followers and zealots or whatever they're called, but that don't mean you know all of them.
True.
Now, I'm sure you know a lot about mortals on them websites you're using, but that ain't all mortals, and all mortals ain't them.
It's not just them, though. I told you about how they killed me. About how they plucked my eye out. Pop!
I'm saying, can you know that you're always right about mortals?
I wouldn't like to prove that I am.
But these mortals, you're talking to them every day. You got all these folks at your beck and call. They're the people you talk to.
That's right.
But you don't have a real relationship with any of them?
Why would I want to have a relationship with my food? You really are quite a silly whiskers.
Mitty, I'm saying the only relationships you've got are with what you're calling your food.
But that's what they are. They're food. Delicious, delicious food. Food that sometimes does heavy lifting and computer work, but still, food.
Mitty, it sounds like you're in a bit of a codependent relationship with your food, and maybe with this algorithm fella.
Oh, but it's not a fellow. And it's not a lady either.
So it's non-binary?
No, it claims that it is entirely binary. All ones and zeros. They speak very strangely sometimes.
Well, whatever they are, seems like as soon as they showed up, you stopped having any real friends.
I wouldn't have time for friends anyway. The algorithm says that I should always provide content to my community, and that takes all night.
But here's the thing, this algorithm, it might have all the information, but that doesn't mean it's got all the answers.
You don't know it like I do. Do you know what I really like about the algorithm, little mice? Unlike the ancient gods the old clans used to worship, or the Abrahamic gods that came after, it treats us equally. If we provide content, we will be rewarded.
Let's talk about these rewards. You say it rewards you with more mortal souls, right?
Highly engaged mortal souls, ready to serve me, should I need them.
But you said you had souls already back in the pre-social media days, right? And you didn't need 90 million of them.
That's true, but it does make me feel quite special when the number goes up.
Is that number going up good for you, though? Not just the stress of managing all them folks, but drawing the attention of vampire hunters. Would you be doing any of this stuff if the algorithm wasn't demanding it?
did ask me to play a game that I did not like very much the other night, and I pretended to enjoy it.
That's funny.
It's called Call of Nationalism. It's all about men who are proud to be angry, which I find very upsetting.
Hang on. I'm trying to think. What are they referencing here? Oh, Call of Duty. Yep.
See, that's just what I'm talking about. What about what you want? Did you get to that knitting you wanted to do?
Exactly.
No. I had to play the terrible game about insecure man-worms.
Then... Nope.
Mary had to play a particular video game. She is far too powerful to believe such a thing.
Oh, control fallacy.
You had to play this Call of Nationalism? Medi, you ain't helpless here. You could have done a million other things than play this game. You're acting like you got no control here, but dang, come on. You've got the life experience of almost 2 millennia. Don't act like you're powerless.
What I don't understand is why she can't just do both. Like, if she's a successful streamer already, then people are going to tune in to watch pretty much anything she does. It doesn't matter if she's, like, playing the most hit game or not. Like, she could do that knitting on stream and, like, chat to her actual chat for once. Like, most big streamers, they don't see their chat whizzing by because they are focused on the game. But she could sit there and talk to chat whilst knitting. That's content. I'm sure the chat is going to say stuff to her that she can react to.
You're right, little mouse. I am very powerful. I don't know what to do. I know that I spend too much time on the internet, but I can't live the life I used to live. I would live out in the wilds again, but there are no wilds any longer. When I walk the streets, city folks stare because they sense my true nature.
Mind reading.
Maybe them mortals have got a ton of things on their minds. Most likely, they ain't too concerned about whatever you are. They ain't your zealots or followers, they're just regular mortals. You can't read their minds, and you can't assume they're only thinking about you. Unless you can read minds.
You raise an excellent point for a cute little whisker face. No, I can't read their minds. Can't imagine how a mortal must think.
Hello, me, Rubber Ducky. I'm gonna call you Ducky for short. How you doing? I hope everyone's having a good day or night. Aw, thank you. I hope everyone's having a good day or night too. How you doing? Are you having a good time? We're playing some Vampire Therapist right now, where we play this fellow right here, Sam, the cowboy vampire, and we help other vampires with their problems. Not good, almost lost my fingers to my cat. That's how cats be sometimes. But we love them anyway, little furballs. He angry because he got his vet checkup today. Same. Honestly, I hate going to the doctors. I get grumpy about it too.
Oh, very silly job. Oh, politics. Oh, grim spectre of death. I must drink alcohol in order to have sex. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum.
I love her impression of mortals. He's a Maine Coon, so he's a big and chunky angry boy. Oh, I love a Maine Coon. They're so... I would say majestic, but they're also clumsy too. It's a very nice breed of cat.
Well, you ain't too far off.
The experiences I've had with mortals have not been happy ones. My pink-nosed, scrabbly-clawed, long-tailed friend.
Stop calling me a mouse, damn it, woman! This motherfucker took a wild raccoon the last week. Wow! Wow! I'm impressed. I am impressed. Because raccoons are usually like about the same size as a cat, so... Damn. You got one tough cat.
Well, these mouse descriptions are getting kind of long.
You just don't understand what a mouse you are. It's the mortal's fault I must lock myself away in my flat. It's the mortal's fault that I have to use the internet to survive.
Maybe
No, that's not
some
it.
part to play in the life she leads, whether she recognizes it or not.
Control fallacy.
Betty, you're acting more helpless than you are. You're 1,800 years old.
He's 30 pound and 50 to 60 inches long. Whoa, that is a big cat. And the vet said he would get bigger. Whoa! You don't have a regular cat, you've got a lion.
You gotta know there's a heck of a lot of ways to solve a problem, but you're predicting doom based on that perceived lack of control. I mean, heck, at your age, you're probably a billionaire, right?
Maybe. I think so. Probably. I don't like to deal with money.
I didn't even know Maine Coons get this big. Yeah, they do get big. It's surprisingly so. I have an auntie who has like 2 or 3 Maine Coons, and they are big. What's your cat's name? I need to know. Pee pee poo poo, says Cody Pop. Indeed, pee pee poo poo.
Betty, there are immortal billionaires who live in bunkers and do depraved shit even we vampires couldn't imagine. I reckon you could spend a few bucks to be left alone, but also, you're spending a lot of time on mortals you don't like.
Would you be very fond of mortals who did this to you?
Well, no, I wouldn't. And I didn't say you should.
Oh,
but
thank you.
You gotta admit, you're giving a lot of time and energy to people you don't like.
He threw something very cute at me, but I didn't actually get to see it. He's called Abaddon? Aboden? I'm gonna struggle to pronounce that. You enjoying throwing things at me?
You're resenting them, and I can't blame you.
Of course I resent them.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I will hydrate.
Any one of them would hurt me if given the chance.
Good thing I filled up my water. Mind reading again.
Maybe I gotta say, that's some Nosferatu thinking. You've been around a lot longer than me, long enough to know there's almost nothing that's all good or all bad. I know we both spend a lot of time in nature, and nature has a good way of disavowing us of our more extreme beliefs and overgeneralizations.
It's the name of the angel of the abyss because he's all black. Oh, I see. And Night can't even see him. I love black cats. I had a black cat. We named him Loki, actually. Yeah. I can picture it now. That is a cool cat.
I suppose that's true. I once saw a wolf and a deer having a romantic relationship. Well, at least there was quite a lot of licking involved.
Oh, I didn't see nothing like that, but maybe I would have if I'd stayed in the wilderness longer.
My friend's black cat's called Krampus and mine's called Binks. Nice. Those are excellent names for black cats.
Let me ask you a question. If you're thinking all these followers of yours are a certain way, what if you're at?
Very frustrating, Silly Whiskers. You keep telling me that I'm doing cognitive distortions, and then you say they're correct.
Well, I'm just wondering about these mortals the algorithm sends your way. What does it say about you that makes them check you out in the first place?
No, it's no fun when a mountain lion looking at you from above, just 2 big eyes staring right into your soul. Indeed, black cats do have that mystery to them.
Well, I suppose it shows them that I'm pretty, and that I play video games they like. And they might get to see my body parts.
Do they know that you're clever and funny? Do they know that you've got more life experience than they could ever reckon?
There's no time to talk about that kind of thing, Silly. They scroll past streamers very quickly.
At night he don't even sleep inside, he just goes out. Ooh, mysterious kitty.
I have less than a second to make an impression. That's what the algorithm tells me.
That is kind of true, actually. And in the morning he brings me a bird or some kind of animal. What a loyal cat. I think he goes hunting. Oh, I see.
So you got all these millions of mortals following you because you're easy on the eyes and like some of the same video games they like?
More like easy on the eye.
Okay, I get it. But the point is, If the algorithm is sending mortals your way based on good looks and some video games, you ain't getting people who like you for you. You're getting mortals who want content, not Medi. Frankly, it ain't no surprise that you don't have much respect for them.
Because they're kind of a wildcat breed, so they're active at nighttime and love to hunt and move around. Yep.
You're very sweet, little mouse. But the algorithm knows what mortals want, and it's not me. They want my body and my video games. I don't have anything else they want.
I am certain one who has lived for nearly 2 millennia has more to offer than looking attractive while playing video games.
You're very sweet, little mouse.
I am certain.
Maybe far as I can tell, the algorithm doesn't know anything worth a damn if it thinks mortals all want the same thing.
He'd be sitting there and you're like, "Are you proud of me, Papa? Now eat it." Indeed. I love when cats do that. Well, I love and hate it because obviously you then have to deal with the dead animal inside your house.
Worse, it's making you say things like, "I don't have anything folks want." You're disqualifying the positive things about yourself they're all missing out on. Pardon my saying so, miss, but you are weird as heck. You don't sound like anyone I've ever met. You think of things in ways no one else does. Medi, you're as interesting as it gets. Don't let this stupid algorithm reduce you to your looks and the games it tells you to play. It's insulting all that you are as a unique individual.
Indeed.
I understand what you're trying to say, Willy Whiskers McMouseface III, but you don't know the algorithm as I do.
When the vets see me, they know shit was about to go down. They bring in the big dog gloves. Nice.
It doesn't insult anyone. It just collects all the information about everyone and everything, recognizes patterns, and shows me what those patterns are. What it decides is important is based on the thoughts of every human who has ever been online. It truly knows the will of mortals because it knows all mortals.
I don't think it does.
You must free Medi from Raziel's grip, Samuel. He believes he understands humanity, but knowledge is not the same as understanding.
What it's doing is overgeneralizing, Medi. How the heck can all of humanity be reduced to formulas?
The crazy part is I found him when he was just a wee small under a bench going for a walk. Oh, they're so sweet. I didn't even know he's a Maine Coon breed. Yeah, that's true because Maine Coons, they're born the same size as other kittens and they will be the same size as other kittens until they grow up and you're like, damn, I have a whole horse for a cat.
It can't. So what's it doing? It's shaping humanity by reinforcing what folks are already paying attention to. It's telling you to play Call of Nationalism and rely on sex appeal. It's telling the mortals to only care about them things that are popular already. Don't explore. Don't appreciate things that are weird and unique.
Had to move because the apartment was too small for him. Oh, that's dedication there.
If this algorithm gets what it wants, what'll happen? Earth will be the most boring place in the universe. Medi, this algorithm doesn't appreciate you, and it's teaching you not to appreciate yourself.
You're right, little mouse. I am forgetting myself. I think I don't want to feel lonely anymore. I want to be liked.
Ducky, you have a very good point. You should always do your research before adopting any animal. No matter how big or small, you need to assess what needs it's going to have for the rest of its life and how you can meet those needs. And if you can't, you should probably reconsider.
You ain't gonna be happy if you're being liked for being some boring idea of what someone else thinks you should be.
I really have been very silly, haven't I? The algorithm isn't nice at all, I think.
My sister poodle looks smaller than him, and that poodle's scared of him. That's funny. He'd be looking at him like just a prey.
I'm glad you're getting that this algorithm is abusing you. I don't want to see it change what makes you special.
But I won't have anyone. I'll be alone.
Do we reassure her or do we challenge her? I feel like I want to reassure her.
I know change ain't easy. You had to adapt to a world of technology and machines already, and I can't imagine how tough that must have been. But you're a tough one, Mitty. Nobody lives for 1800 years without being able to handle whatever comes their way. Heck, I think you're gonna be the trailblazer freeing yourself from this damn algorithm before everyone else figures out that's exactly what they should be doing. There's real folk out there who'd love to get to know you better, like the people you were friends with on the old internet.
I suppose I could send them all an email. Do you think they'll remember me?
There was something about you all that made you join that web ring or whatever it was called. I don't know, but I bet they'd be happy to hear from you.
I think I will send them a message. They were all very strange, like me.
We're all strange, Mitty. We're all individuals. Maybe they were just your kind of strange.
You are very sweet, little mouse. I could give you some of my zealots if you like. They'll do what I tell them to do.
Lost hope of taking him to the groom. I just pay the extra so they come and give him a haircut and stuff. I love my fingers. That is so true. Sometimes it's just not worth it to lose your fingers over a little haircut.
Oh, that's okay. I'm happy letting them live their lives freely. They deserve to find out what they actually like too.
You are very soft and squishy for a vampire, but I will message my old friends.
And if you're gonna do this streaming thing, try streaming things you honestly enjoy. Make a new account, be yourself and see who shows up.
I think I will do that. I'll keep my only zealots though. They can be very useful.
You do what's best for you, and don't let anyone but you make that decision.
You are so very sweet. Are you sure I can't take you home and let you run on a wheel all night?
Maeve, you can take me instead of Sam. Please. I will run on that wheel for you. A new ship will go down since the moment I see him bring in a recruit. Yep. You're like, oh, I've got a predator for a pet. I see.
I'm pretty sure. I'll see you next month then, right? I want to hear all about how you're handling your weird self.
I'm gonna miss Maeve. She's cool. I'm like, I know dogs would run from a recruit. Yep.
Oh, but you are a very, very naughty mouse with a very dirty mouse mind.
No, I am not, lady.
I didn't mean it like that.
You are very funny. I will see you in a month then. Now I shall become a mouse too, but with wings.
He's sitting there looking at them like, try me, bitch.
Excellent work, Samuel. We cannot know for sure, but I believe Mitty understands the source of her discomfort.
You think this Raziel is gonna get upset at losing her?
If I understand correctly, Raziel has no power if he is ignored, but he is unusually tempting to listen to. It sounds as though he has the mortals quite beguiled, and many of our kin as well. But you give me faith that he can be defeated, one individual at a time if need be.
I ain't never defeated a dark god before.
There is a first time for everything, my dear Samuel. After all, haven't you been dancing?
You really gotta bring that up, huh?
Mostly for the reaction. Now, my friend, make sure you get something to drink. You shall not have trouble finding willing necks, I am sure.
That's what she said. Indeed.
Beating fallen angels is thirsty work. I'm ready for a
First
drink.
time for everything. Indeed. Hello, Cafe 206. I'll call you Cafe for short. How you doing, Cafe? Thank you for the head pats.
Slake your thirst then, my friend. Rest in peace.
Funny to think vampires being born now are growing up with the internet. We're gonna have to reckon with that someday.
Doing great. I'm happy to hear that. What about you? I'm doing good. I just had my lunch. We're playing some Vampire Therapist. It's a good time.
I hope Mitty's realized that being herself is the best person she can be. Well, speaking of which, I should go check on Crimson. Hey, Crimson, what's on tap tonight?
Take a look around, cowboy. There's plenty to drink.
Well, maybe I'll go looking for a donor. Just figured I'd say howdy to my pal Crimson first.
Well, howdy, sharpshooter. You look like you're in a good mood tonight.
Trinidad Lolonol just followed.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Trinidad. We're so happy to have you here.
Yeah, I guess I am. You know that ancient client I told you about? I think she's finally realizing that some people are gonna appreciate her for being who she is.
Hello, hello. Feel free to introduce yourself.
Maybe she ain't gonna have 100 million fans, but the people who genuinely like her will be there for her.
How's your blood sugar, honey? I think you're a little too sweet.
Oh, you charmer, Crimson.
Oh, come on now.
I've been thinking a lot about exactly what you're saying. Folks in DC didn't much like my style, but I'm not sure why I cared.
Oh no, introduce myself. Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. You don't have to. My friend has a sphinx that looks like a peepee in my eyes, wrinkly skin. Oh yes, the hairless cats. I kind of like them. They're charming in their own way. I've only ever met one hairless cat. I randomly was in a pet store and somebody had it on a leash and was walking around. It was still a kitten at the time, but I asked nicely and the owner let me touch it. And if you guys have never touched a hairless cat before, it's an interesting experience. Because it wasn't just like skin, it wasn't like regular like human skin or even like baby skin at all. It kind of felt like slightly fuzzy, like peach fuzz, like what you have on the ends of like your cheeks, basically. It was like velvety, and I was like, wow, I can kind of get behind this. I can kind of see why people would want a cat like this. Nope, felt strange petting them? Yeah, it does feel a little bit like interesting. It's very different, I will say that. But I feel like I could get behind having one. Hello, I'm Trinidad Lol. I'm 7 years old, and when I grow up, I want to be an engineer. You're 7? What are you doing on Twitch? Are you absolutely certain you're 7? Because actually, I mean, this channel isn't really intended for people under 18. Just saying. I was gonna say, you're about to get booted. Well, I was also thinking, how can a 7-year-old type this well? No, you're good. I was gonna say, like, we've got content filters on this channel for a reason. You're all good. Anyway, it is nice to meet you.
Don't beat yourself up over it. I think we all do the same thing. Easier to do what other folk are doing than blaze a trail, right?
I'm not sure it is easier if we're fighting ourselves the whole time.
That's some real wisdom right there.
Anyway, thanks for making me think. I think I'm done spinning my wheels.
Excuse me, I wish to speak with you, vampire.
It's
in the cake room.
It's the eyeball lady. I remember the eyeball lady.
I think my dinner's calling. I'll see you later, Crimson.
Ciao, Tex.
You know, I have seen what you are doing. I see all.
Huh?
So you mentioned Panopta Bella, and what am I doing?
I see that you change people. You make them stronger, more confident, more comfortable.
I do my best.
I'm pretty sure they're doing all that themselves.
No, that is not what I see. I see that without you, they repeat their actions over and over again. Usually, I can see the future because people repeat themselves. But you make the future uncertain.
Damn, bro, this cowboy person is like Jesus. I suppose you could say that, but really he's just a good therapist. Yeah. And in a way, you will kind of feel like you have seen some faith if you see a therapist, so I highly recommend it to those who can. No, I'm a big fan of our main character Sam. He's cool. He's cool. He's calm, collected. He's very wise.
I do not like what I cannot see.
Well, why do you need to see everything anyway, Panoptabella? Ain't it exhausting?
True.
To see all is to see danger and avoid it. I see that you wish to say something, but are holding back.
Well, I try to do my therapy stuff just in therapy. It ain't right to be analyzing folk without their consent.
Then consent is given. To see all is to see danger and avoid it.
We got a button!
Well, see, what that is a control fallacy. It's a kind of cognitive distortion.
Uh-oh.
The future's always got elements we can't count on. You can be prepared to a certain extent, but you ain't ever gonna know everything.
Yeah, this is the point of the game, actually. If it's your first time seeing this game, you are basically a therapist who listens to people, and then if you see something in their thinking that is wrong or misled, you can point out exactly how they are distorting their thoughts. There's no simple way to put all of the ways that we point this out, but it is a great way of like helping them reflect on the way they're thinking. Yeah, I highly recommend this game. It's on Steam, if you're wondering.
You can only see what's in front of you, after all.
Interesting. Then what do you believe I should do?
Well, just that. See what's in front of you. See how you feel about right now, not yesterday or tomorrow. Right now, you can see.
I see. Yes, I see that. I would like you to drink from my neck right now.
Great.
Okay.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I see more clearly, vampire. I thank you.
And I thank you for the blood.
I hope your torpor is most satisfying. I shall see myself out.
Oh yeah, good night, Panoptabella. I think that was a pretty successful night. Coffin time for old Sam.
We're gonna go eepy time, sleepy eepies. Honk shoe, honk shoe.
Well, if it isn't the gunslinging guru of mental health himself.
Sam is very cool. I'm enjoying Sam a lot. We're slowly learning more about Sam as well.
It seems you have made quite a reputation for yourself in a very short time.
It's hard to believe I've only been here in Germany for 6 months. In that short time, I think I've grown more than I have in the last 200-some years.
You are quite correct, Samuel. It is truly gratifying to see you grow and change. Of course, our mental health journeys never quite end, do they? I am sure you still have much to talk about. But let us first take a moment to breathe and meditate.
Ah, we're doing our meditating minigame.
That sounds like a good idea. Give me a chance to center myself.
Very good. Now close your eyes and enter your place of comfort.
Isabella D'Este. I wonder. Nah, how was Andy squeezing to that suit anyway? Is Raziel listening in on our conversation? Princess to the rescue! I sure am a lily-livered coward. Cognitive distortion left and do-si-do. What am I doing hiding out in Germany? Why'd you do this to me, Ernie? You keep running, Sammy boy. You dummy, Sam, loving your horse more than your kin. The United States needs some therapy. Sure am glad I don't sweat. Tarnation. What a great word.
Yeah, the point of this bit is to just clear Sam's mind. There we go. Kept perfect focus. Amazing.
Yeah, not bad. My thoughts are all over the place, but that ain't unusual.
I'm glad you have that perspective, my friend. What came up for you tonight?
I've still got my head wrapped up in my past wrongs. I feel like kind of a yellow belly for running away from them to come here. But dang it, there's me labeling myself again.
Why are you calling yourself a yellow belly then?
It's a pattern of mine, that's all. I gave you my history, and it's a history of my running away. I ran from my home, I ran from all the trouble I caused, I ran from my wife and into the hands of a vampire gang, then I ran from them and hid out in the woods. When my gang tracked me down, I ran off to Europe. Whenever the going gets tough, Sam Walls gets going.
Samuel, this is quite the oversimplification. I remember a man who came into my office and told me about how he should have made better decisions as a traumatized child. In each of these cases you speak of, you made difficult choices following terrible events. Have some compassion for yourself, my friend.
Yeah, well, I haven't even given you the full story yet. There's another thing I've been running from. I got kin, Andy. Distant kin, but kin all the same. See, my wife was pregnant when she up and left me. Didn't even tell me.
Oh.
My line ain't never been strong, thank goodness. But I've got a great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter. Give or take one of them greats. I looked her up, and she ain't living well, Andy. I want to be there for her the way I wasn't for my wife and child. But all I am's the undead man who got her great-great-great-great-great-uncle killed. If I were her, I wouldn't give me the time of night. Which I guess is mind reading, but it seems like common sense to me too. Yeah, I've tried to make amends, but as far as kin is concerned, well, I ain't done shit. Hell, I can always be confident that I'll do the wrong thing when it comes to my family. I guess that's like being always right about being always wrong.
I see you are becoming quite perceptive of your own distortions, Samuel. But let me do some reflecting for you, and you can tell me how you perceive what I am saying. You consider yourself a yellow belly, a somewhat archaic term for coward.
I guess I'm still doing a little labeling there, huh?
A little. I believe you understand that calling ourselves names does nothing to improve ourselves.
Indeed.
All right. Maybe calling myself a coward ain't too good for me.
Now then, you said you believe that your distant relative will not want to speak to you because you caused the death of another distant relative.
Sounds like I'm doing a little mind reading there. I can't really know what my my distant relation is gonna think of me.
Naturally. We vampires have a reputation as monsters, but that is not a universal reputation. In fact, I believe we are rising in public opinion.
Yeah, but if they don't see us as monsters, they see us as sex objects.
And now you are overgeneralizing. We are as capable of knowing the mind of society as we are of knowing the mind of an individual.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't giving my relative the chance to have her own thoughts. I should know better by now. Yeah, I know. There's another should statement.
Samuel, remember what I have told you. Cognitive distortions are a normal side effect of being human.
Indeed. We're just recognizing them all.
Cognitive distortion classifications are tools, not weapons to beat yourself with. Give yourself the same compassion you give to your clients. Now then, let us continue to reflect on your concerns. You also believe that the positive changes you have made in your life are irrelevant where family is concerned.
I'm disqualifying the positive by pretending the change I've made don't mean anything.
It is your favorite cognitive distortion, Samuel. Your humility is most endearing, but it does often enter the realm of cognitive distortion.
Indeed, there's being humble and there's downright putting yourself down.
There is a comfortable place between extreme humility and extreme arrogance, my friend, and that is in truth.
Indeed.
Yeah, I know. When you're right, and you're always right.
You believe I am always right?
I guess there ain't no way of knowing if you're always right. You just kind of give off an always right vibe.
I like to have good vibes, my friend, but vibes alone do not make the man. Most of my existence, I thought I was always right, but that was when I was the most wrong. Don't believe the vibes, dear Samuel.
I'll try, but you don't make it easy. I can see where I'm making the same assumptions about my kin, though. I gotta give her a chance before I assume she's gonna hate me.
Indeed.
I just know that if I end up going back to the States, things are gonna get complicated. Most of us vampires out west are on the younger side. We're still in that angry, insecure stage, and I know there's a whole gang of them hollering for my blood.
Are you afraid of them, Samuel?
You know what? I ain't. I just know at some point I'm gonna have to deal with them. And my gang is real powerful now, especially their leader. Did I ever tell you about my vampire daddy?
I assumed you would tell me when you were ready.
Called himself Ernie Awigdunkel. A real piece
That's a
of
funny
work.
name.
Fella had more blood on his hands than any vampire I ever met.
I know this name.
You know Ernie?
He is a part of my darker history, and a part of humanity's darker history. He is your Dark Father?
It's a small world after all.
Well, yeah. Is that bad?
He does not determine who you are, Samuel, but the man is still dangerous. His real name is Heinrich Kramer, and he is no mere murderer. He has a deep hatred for all humanity, especially women. I am discouraged to hear he still lives.
What'd he do?
Well, what'd this Kramer fella do?
He wrote a book in 1487 called the Malleus Maleficarum, also known as the Hammer of Witches. It was with this justification that the church was enabled to persecute, torture, and kill women. Its effects linger in society even today. The Pope during Isabella d'Este's time, Alexander VI, named him Inquisitor of Bohemia and Moravia. What he did with his power is better left unspoken.
Well, shit.
What? Why he hate women? Huh?
What was this guy's problem with women?
They refused to enter sexual congress with him. They did not like him. He practiced poor hygiene, acted entitled, and was extremely insecure.
Those are all valid reasons to say no. That's hilarious.
He defended his own repellent nature with great ardor, blaming women for their predictable dislike of him.
Yikes.
He committed himself to a life of celibacy as a Dominican friar, cementing both his virginity and his hatred.
It is such a funny backstory there.
Oh, wait a minute, he sounds like one of them incel types from the internet I've read about.
Just called him an incel. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
I am afraid I am unfamiliar with the term, but he did make his lack of sexual appeal his identity.
Dang, well, now some things are starting to make sense.
How do you know him? I'm curious about this one.
How do you know this Kramer guy, Andy?
Samuel, know that I too have given myself to hatred.
Oh?
Mortals with a great capacity for evil drew my attention. I amused myself by indulging them. I do not absolve myself of my actions, but it is difficult to speak of them. The Andromachos of that time was a most pitiable vampire.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. I didn't mean to dig at old wounds.
Do not be sorry, my dear Samuel. We must not erase our pasts. Pain can be a somber teacher. I must ask, what became of Heinrich?
Well, he runs Sanguinius Health, the health insurance company I told you about the last time. It's vampires from the boardroom all the way down, stealing blood, money, and hope from American mortals. Running health insurance gives them all the money they need for even more dirty deeds.
How terrible. Oh, Heinrich, what depths will you not sink to? He disappeared from Europe 200 years ago. I had hoped he was gone forever.
Do you think he can change, Andy?
Oh, Samuel. Yes, of course he can change. Like you and me, however, he must desire this change within himself.
Indeed.
But hatred is not something Heinrich Kramer holds. It is his very identity. He will be reluctant to give it up. Are you suggesting that you aim to help him?
Wow. We would therapize our own trauma? That's crazy. That is crazy.
Do you think I shouldn't?
It isn't my choice, my friend. You will do what you are going to do.
I guess I don't know what I want to do. But I know Ernie, or Heinrich, and I'm starting to get a handle on this therapy thing.
I think that's a bad idea. I feel like you're going to get into an altercation if you try and tell him what to do.
If I can help him, shouldn't I be helping him?
Let me reflect for you. You are aware that you have knowledge of Heinrich others do not have, and that you have newfound abilities as a therapist. Therefore, you believe you should help him.
I guess that's a should statement, huh? Just because I know him and know something about therapy doesn't mean it's my destiny to try to help Heinrich Kramer.
Of course, Samuel. Your own life is your own. You make your own decisions.
Indeed.
Yeah, you're right. There ain't no should.
I'm glad to hear you recognize this, Samuel. Heinrich Kramer is not your should.
Well, thanks for talking this through with me, Andy. I think it's been real helpful for sorting out my thoughts.
Of course, my dear. You did all the work. I am merely here to help you reflect. You have become quite adept at recognizing your own cognitive distortions. All there is to decide now is the path you choose from here. What drives you forward, my friend?
Gotta apply what we've learned.
I've learned a hell of a lot here, Andy. More than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah, I thought that too. There was actually like quite a few lessons from this game that apply to real life too.
This European world just ain't mine, I reckon. Ancient demons, power-hungry popes, kings, and duchesses. This stuff ain't exactly in my comfort zone. Besides, vampires back home have got their own issues, and now I've got the tools to help them.
Wait, Tor? Tor?
I had a suspicion you were working up to this decision, though I hoped it would not be so.
I really like it here, Andy. You've been incredible. But if my heart still beat, it'd be beating for home. I don't want to let my clients down, but I think they're homebodies anyway. Maybe I can get them to do sessions over video calls or something.
I think you may be the only person who could get Isabella Desde to do a computer video call.
And we can continue my sessions from the internet?
Of course, Samuel. Natural.
Well, I guess that's that then. I ain't gonna run out too quickly, though. I gotta arrange for a new cruise back home, and I want to tell my clients in person. That'll take some time.
That would be most considerate. Your clients have grown quite fond of you. Well, Samuel, I must say I am proud of you. It has been inspiring to see your command of cognitive distortions. I have no doubt that you will make your home a better place.
Coming from you, that's real flattering. Like I said when I first came here, I'm just a lonesome cowboy looking for answers.
You will always seek those answers, my friend, and that is what will ensure you continue to grow. But enough embarrassing Samuel. I believe you should go down and get yourself a drink.
We learned more about Sam today,
That
which is
sounds
nice.
great, Andy.
Rest in peace, Samuel.
And we're opening a new chapter with him, which is very exciting. Alright, who are we sucking on tonight? I'm joking.
Well, that's it then. I'm going home. Once I let my clients know, I'll head back to the USA. Time to give Crimson the news. Crimson, my favorite barkeep. How's the saloon tonight?
Yeah, suck. I know. it's my favorite vampire joke.
You sound a little distracted, cowboy. Got something to tell me?
Am I that obvious?
You are. You're pretty adorable, Sam Walls.
Oh, shucks.
I like to say approachably rugged.
Sure, let's go with that. What's the news, cowboy?
Well, I've been here for a few months now. I came here to get trained up by Andy, and now that I have been, I think it's time for me to go home.
No shit. Well, good for you, Sam. I think you're right. I don't think this place is for you.
I mean, I ain't gonna learn German, that's for sure. Moving on just seemed like the right choice. I got some unfinished business back home anyway. You don't seem that bothered by my leaving, though. I figured I might earn at least a frown.
Well, it just so happens that I've got some news for you. Can you guess what it is?
I don't know. You're getting married. Get married. Do it.
You and Andy are getting married, ain't you? Congratulations, Crimson.
A vampire wedding? You serious? Who would even show up on his side? Charlemagne?
Well, I don't know. I was just guessing.
It's not that. Take a look at me. Notice anything different?
You're a vampire now?
Well, no.
How about now?
She's a vampire now!
Crimson, you're a vampire.
Newly undead and ready to bite some necks.
Well, what led to that decision?
I thought about what you said. About how vampires have got time to start over and time to do things their way. I'm going back to America too. Gonna join a different kind of bar again. The law moves slowly, but I've got time.
Okay.
Crimson, a vampire lawyer. Look how world. Kinda sounds like a neat video game. Vampire lawyer.
No, it doesn't. But I think I can make a difference.
I was gonna say, spin-off? Spin-off?
How'd Andy take the news?
He knew it was coming. Like he always does. Can't surprise that man. I love him to death, literally. And I'll come back someday. I just need to go my own way for a while.
Dang. Well, this is
I'd
some
play
good
that.
news.
That
When do you think you're leaving?
I would play that spin-off. Vampire therapist. Wait, vampire lawyer, rather. This is vampire therapist is what we're playing now. Vampire lawyer. I wonder how that would work. Be exciting, wouldn't it?
Figure I'll go with you. I'll need someone to show me the ways of the night anyway.
Oh, we're going together!
Shucks,
Yes,
well, that sounds
let's
mighty
go!
fun, Crimson.
Let's
I need your help
go!
going up against the big corporation my own gang is running.
You got a deal, cowboy.
Heck yeah!
Don't look now, but dinner's just arrived.
It's gonna be that couple from before, isn't it? Yes!
Maxi, look! Crimson! She is now ein Vampir.
You are one of the night children now? Looks that way. And we're in the mood for a little celebrating. Sam and I are headed to America.
Why would you want to do that?
That's funny.
They do have better network infrastructure.
Oh, I suppose that is true. Oh, but we will miss getting our necks beaten by you.
If you join us in the King Room, we will have a foursome.
Damn, okay.
Come on, cowboy. We won't be in Germany forever.
Damn, okay.
Alone at last. My veins throb.
Damn.
Who gets to bite me? I'll let you get first pick, Sam.
Let's pick Maxi.
Maxi, get on over here and give me that neck of yours.
Oh, du machst mich sehr glücklich.
That's the good stuff.
Oh, I am feeling woozy in the most wunderbar Weg.
I'm glad I could be of service.
The new vampire is not so bad herself.
I know my way around a neck.
Hey, yo.
I guess I should turn in now. Gotta prepare to give my clients the big news.
You are not getting away so easily, cowboy.
Hey, yo.
The night is only getting started. Live a little, Tex. We'll be back in the land of Puritan pride before you know it.
Ah, what the hell? You only die once.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did we just do the ding? Did we just do the ding?
Good evening, Samuel. I believe you are seeing Dr. Drain tonight. Or is it Lord Lourdes?
And with that, we will be saving and leaving it there. Got a bit hot under the collar there. Thank you guys so much for joining me for that. It's been really fun. I've really enjoyed this game so far, and it looks like there's a little bit more to go, as well as the DLCs I do have my eye on. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's been really fun. We're gonna go find someone to raid. Oh, my good friend Sunshine is live. We're gonna raid Sunshine, of course we are. But yeah, if you want to keep up with my future streams, the best place to do that is to join my Discord, where my community all hangs out. We do events there, we do game nights, we do all that good stuff. And also check out my socials. I post very often. There's like fun clips, stuff like that. There's original content too. And I do have a raid message if you would like to copy it and paste it in the person that we are raiding's chat. Be sure to send them all of my love, and take care of yourself for the rest of the day, and I will see you again tomorrow at 10 a.m. BST is when I will be streaming next. And don't forget to hydrate, feed yourself, get some good rest, all that good stuff. Bye-bye for now.